going to have a little intro. I'm going to tell you exactly why I think I can help you guys. If you're new here and you've never watched these streams before, guys, you won't know, I'm going to tell you, that what you see us doing right now, I've been doing for almost 20 years. During that time, I've made well over 3 million in online dropshipping sales. And today we run a pretty lean operation, as some of you could probably tell if you watch these streams. We are just a two-person team, myself included, and between us we ship around about 40,000 orders per year for individuals, essentially just like yourself, who make money online through systems that we have built, which leverage all major online selling platforms such as Shopify, eBay, Amazon, TikTok Shop. And these individuals do this through these platforms and manage to reach tens of thousands of customers every single year. And to prove that what we do, the systems that we've built, to prove that these systems actually do work, we stream live on YouTube every single day to prove to you that the order volumes are in fact real, because you can see us doing it every single day. And it's to show you guys that we do in fact generate over 700 orders per week for these individuals who do work with us every single day, and who are effectively making money online with the stores that we have helped them build. So what I want to talk to you about this morning, guys, if you are new here and you've never watched these streams before, I want to talk to you about exactly how we help people do this. We have a paid program called the Shopify Launch Accelerator, and I want to share with you this morning more information about that program, including exactly what it is that you get, how I think it can help you, what are some typical questions people ask me about the program, and how much it actually costs for you to enroll in that program. And I'm actually going to share with you after that, guys, a free option where if you do want to do everything yourself, essentially our Shopify launch program is a done for you, as in we do everything for you. But if you want to do everything yourself, you can do that for free. And I'll show you at the end of the intro this morning, before we get into today's stream, basically how you can actually go about following our guides and tutorials that we've written to get things set up yourself for free. But what I'm going to share with you right now is our paid option. It is our Shopify launch program. It is a done for you, and it is, you're going to see in just a moment exactly how much that we're able to do for you in order to help get you set up with a Shopify dropshipping store and help you scale that store completely organically with zero paid advertising whatsoever, guys. So let's just dive into it this morning so we can get this wrapped up, and then we can get into today's stream, because we've got a super busy day today. It's even busier today than it was yesterday, and as Christmas slowly comes in now in the next few months, we're just going to get busier and busier and busier and busier. Right, anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, by the way, do pop them in the YouTube chat. I've got the YouTube chat on screen, but while I'm explaining this stuff to you, I'm not going to be able to see the chat on screen myself. So any questions about what I'm explaining, pop it in the chat and I'll answer them afterwards. But yeah, give the video a thumbs up as well. I appreciate that very much. So guys, so I'll explain why I think I can help you. Like I said, I've got a sort of proven track record with this. Like I said, over 3 million online dropshipping sales. We do, right now to this day, over 40,000 orders per year. That's a lot of orders, guys, right? That is a ton of orders. I don't think many people can claim to that. There's certainly not many people who are going to be showing and proving that every single day like we do on these live streams. I mean, we've been streaming now since June. You can go back and watch all of our previous streams on the YouTube channel right now. So let me just dive in this morning, guys, and there's links for this on screen, by the way. There's a link in the YouTube chat, and you'll also find links in the description of the video as well, because we will post this stream up onto the YouTube channel as always every single day. So what I'm talking about here, guys, is the Shopify Launch Accelerator. This is our Shopify launch program. It is a done for you launch in 7 days. What that effectively means is that we will build and launch your Shopify dropshipping store and get that done within 7 days. So 7 days from now, after you enroll in the program, we can have your store ready and launched to the public, ready to start selling. So effectively with this program, what we do, because of what you get, you actually get to franchise our entire business. This is everything you see us doing live on these streams every single day as a franchise packaged up in this Shopify launch program, where we effectively build and launch everything for you, and then we help you scale it. But it's a franchise because of what we actually give you included in this offering, which includes things like our creator plan, FBA profit share, and our full licensee as well, which gives you unlimited access to all of our library of designs, which you can print and sell at home, effectively setting up your own printing business, much in the same way as you see us doing on these streams every day. So that's why it's a complete franchise. It's the best offering that we're able to give you guys, and as you can see here, you can franchise this entire system for just £395 per month. There's no contracts, no hidden fees. You can choose to be billed monthly or annually, and if you choose to be billed annually, you can in fact save 16%, £745 per year. Obviously, if you get billed annually, it locks you in for an entire year. But if you're serious about building a Shopify dropshipping store, you should be thinking long term, and I'm going to share with you now exactly how much value this does provide for you. So, like I said, the program that you are enrolled in is a no paid ads system, which means that we will help you scale your store completely organically, which is really unusual, right? There is probably very little people on YouTube who are offering a program like this. I would say probably next to none, right? Probably 0 people are offering this. The reason why we're able to offer this is because we are effectively a dropshipping supply company. So we own our entire product range, we own all of the products, we make everything ourselves, and we supply and fulfill every single order ourselves. And this makes us really unique, puts us in a really unique position to be able to help you guys, right? So when I say no paid ads, we help you scale completely with no paid ads, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're trying to scale with paid ads and you're doing low ticket dropshipping, the type of products that we sell are around about the sort of £10 per order value, you can't scale with paid ads at that value. It's just not possible, right? It's just, we've obviously tried that in the past. It doesn't work. We've tried it with other stores as well, and it doesn't work, right? Low ticket dropshipping just doesn't work. So we have effectively built this organic marketing system that uses brand ambassadors, which are effectively people across social media who will, in exchange for free product, will promote your store to their audience every single month. But we've set it up in a really unique way that works. I'm going to show you an example of how we've used this ourselves, and how we use this right now in all of our client stores that we work with to help them grow and scale as well. So here's exactly what you get. I'll just go over this. You get a completely launched Shopify store with over 2,500 products. These exact same products that you see us making live on these streams every single day. So after we launch your store, you can go to your store, you can look at the products in your store. These will be the exact same products that you see us making live every single day. And if you see us making live these products are real orders that we're doing every single day. So if those products are selling for other people, there is no reason why those products will not sell for you. All these stores using the same system, the same organic marketing system to generate traffic. This is what we're going to be using to grow your store as well. It's a proven organic marketing system, guys. So after we launch your store, we then run the day-to-day operations for you as well. So that means we do pretty much everything. So we will be processing your orders every single day for you. You won't need to handle any of that. We'll manage your customer service for you as well. We'll download your orders every day. We'll generate your shipping labels, do all of your marketing for you, keep your store up to date as well with seasonal trends. So as it moves through the year, like I said, we're coming up to Christmas now. So in the next few weeks, we'll be updating all of our client stores with our new Christmas range, so that everything basically, stays on point throughout the year. Because at the end of the day, seasonal trends change throughout the year. You've got to keep your store updated. We do all of that for you, right? And we do all of that until you are ready to take over. So we help you scale for as long as you want to continue to scale for with this system, and then you can take over at any time once you are comfortable with managing the day-to-day of your store, which is why we offer the month-to-month, right? This is why we offer the $395 month-to-month, because it is a low barrier to entry to get everything that we offer, which provides tremendous value. And if you don't have the budget to stay and scale with us for 3, 6, 12 months, then that's totally fine. You can just come in for 1 month, you get the entire thing built, you get the entire system set up for you, and then you can basically manage and grow yourself just by using our free tools and resources, which you can find on the website anyway, which basically explains the exact strategy that we use anyway. So what you get is a proven influencer marketing system that we've used to grow our own store, and we use this system right now to grow our client stores, people who are enrolled in this program right now. Now this influencer marketing system, it attracts brand ambassadors, which are what we call basically short. So if you hear me referring to brand reps, what I mean is brand ambassadors. These are individuals who will effectively work with your brand in exchange for free product, which we supply completely free of charge. They create content with these products, they share those products with their audience. This drives traffic to your store organically, also drives traffic to your social media, helping you grow your own audience as well, because all the content that they create you are able to reuse and repost across all of your social media channels, so you can grow horizontally and basically grow your own audience across multiple channels, which only gives you more organic reach as well. So it becomes a cycling system which reinforces itself, compounds over time. So it's a proven organic marketing system, guys. It drives traffic, grows your own social media audiences completely without ads whatsoever. And how it works is, I just mentioned those vouchers. So when you come on board in this program and we build and launch your store, the next thing we'll do is we'll build a brand ambassador program so that we can start working and collaborating with individuals who are actually going to work to promote your store. And what we do to get them to do that is we offer them a £50 voucher every single month, right? This is to get creators posting about your products. So what we say to them is, here's £50 worth of free products. You can choose any product from my store. You have over 2,500 products. You're saying to them, you can choose any product you want with the £50 vouchers. You can order as many products as you want, basically for that price. You know, most of the time they'll be able to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 products per time. Gives them plenty of products to create content with. They order that product for free from your store, and then we supply all that product for free. So you just pay the fixed monthly cost. We supply all the product cost for free, and they then get that product in their hands, create content, share with their audience. They basically allow you to reuse that content, because that's part of the sort of terms of the brand ambassador program, so you can republish that content, reshare it yourself. They create that content, share with their audience. They give a recommendation to your brand, basically saying to their audience, go and check out this new brand. They're super amazing, their products are amazing, and yeah, go and check them out if you're interested. And on top of that, on top of the £50 vouchers, we also give you £20 new customer vouchers as well, because when these brand ambassadors come on board, they get £50 influencer vouchers, which they can obviously spend to receive free product in exchange for promotion. But on top of that, they'll also get a commissionable link as well. So if they share a link with their audience, they'll actually get commission on the sales that they generate. So what we do with that is we build a new customer voucher offer as well. And that voucher offer is a £20 no minimum spend, basically no catch offer for new customers. Because what happens is, as your brand reps start sharing content, they're going to be sharing commissionable links. And what you're really trying to do here is you're trying to build a customer list, right? So you can actually have individuals on your customer list. So you can grow that list, you have people to remarket to. And the fastest way to do this is to offer a crazy deal just to get people in the door ordering product, right? So and then they'll be sharing as well. So new customers get a £20 new customer voucher, and what this does is it helps to build momentum, grow your email list, so that you have individuals that you can start marketing every single month, and then you can start getting repeat customers as well. So like I said, all products are supplied 100% for free. So this includes, we cover all of the influencer vouchers. That's unlimited, by the way. We don't put a cap on that, even though you just pay a fixed price monthly. We supply all the £20 new customer vouchers completely free. Again, no cap on that whatsoever. As many customers can come to your store and claim that offer. It is a one use per customer, so it's it's per customer. Once they've used that, they won't be able to. Their next order, their repeat order, will be just a normal standard order. But we supply all normal standard customer orders completely for free as well. So literally every single product that gets shipped from your store is supplied 100% free by us, until you make over £1,000 a month in sales. and that is recurring sales, guys. Okay, so you just pay the fixed $395 per month, or you pay annually. Every single month we supply every product completely for free, covering all the vouchers, influencer vouchers, new customer vouchers, and normal customer orders as well, till you make over £1,000 in recurring sales. And then we basically, only then will we start charging a percentage of your sales above £1,000 per month. And I'll tell you more about what that cost is in just a sec. So it's your store, guys. You own the brand from day one. It's going to be themed and designed exactly to your brand, your logo, your design, everything. Like I said, we do the entire build for you from the ground up. You own all of the assets, so if you ever want to sell the store one day, you don't need to pay us anything whatsoever. You can sell the entire brand, the entire store as your own. We can actually help you do that. We'll help you do that for free. We don't want anything from you. We've sold stores for our clients in the past who have successfully built a brand with this program, and then they've later moved on to another project and they have successfully been able to sell their store. We've helped them do that. So no experience needed whatsoever. We do everything for you guys. Very, very easy for anyone, even with little experience, to get involved in this program right now. So here's the thing. I've just explained what you get with the Shopify launch program, but you also get another part of this as well, which is basically the franchise part of the system that we give you. And what I mean by that is that we also give you unlimited access to our complete digital library. So if you're familiar with our product range, you'll see we have thousands of designs in your store across a range of different type of products, including things like wall art, mugs, stickers, and things like that. So we give you access to all of this artwork. So that is complete access to our full digital library. This alone we sell for $2,000 per year, just for access to our digital library. And what that gives you access to, so you get this included in the Shopify launch program for £395 per month. What this gives you a full digital and physical reseller license with unrestricted resale rights. This effectively means that you can run your own from home business with this license, okay? Because what we're doing is we're giving you a physical license to effectively be able to print and resell our designs on any type of product that you wish. So you don't have to limit yourself to the type of products that we will place in your store. If you want to start selling things that we don't sell, for example, things like t-shirts or different types of mugs or tumblers or anything like that, you can go and buy the equipment yourself to make that stuff from home. You can even buy your own printer and start printing wall arts. I mean, you don't have to, you don't have to pay us for this stuff. We give you the entire franchise system, so you can effectively build your entire thing from home. So when you are ready to take over, you can go and do and basically copy exactly what we already do. You see us here printing, packing and shipping all the orders out ourselves. Well, you can do exactly that with our reseller license, because we give you an unrestricted resale rights to all of our designs. You can go and print everything yourself, send it direct out to the customer, and then all your cost is just the materials cost, which drastically increases your net profit margins from this system. This is why it provides so much value for you as well. But we add fresh new designs every single week to continuously expand this catalogue. Like I said, we've over 1,500 designs right now. We add new designs every week, seasonal trends. Like I said, Christmas is coming up right now. We're adding new Christmas designs every single week. You'll get instant access to these designs inside the digital library, inside your account on our website, which means that all of these designs will be automatically added to your store as well. We do that automatically for you because you have live catalog sync. All this, guys, is all automatic. We take care of it for you. But yeah, you'll have access to all the digital library as well. So if you want to create your own products, add those products to your store as well. Or even if you want to sell these products offline, in like a local market store or a pop-up shop or anything like that, or even a physical store if you have one, then you absolutely can with this license. This is why it is a complete franchised system, okay? All these designs are all approved for all major platforms. We design and make all of these designs ourselves. There's no copyright concerns or anything like that. Everything is authentic. Everything is basically copy protected under our own brand. So to qualify for the program, guys, you do need an existing Shopify account. If you haven't got one, go and set one up right now after watching this intro. You can get a Shopify account right now for just $1 a month. I'm not affiliated with Shopify in any way. You won't see any affiliate links sending you over to Shopify. I'm just telling you, you need to use the Shopify platform to do this, and you need to provide us access to your store so we can build, launch, and manage the day-to-day operations and help you scale until you decide to take over yourself. So go and do that after watching this intro, guys. When you join the program and you effectively enroll, we'll request something called collaborator access to your store. There is an onboarding form for you to complete, which basically allows you to provide that access to your store. That allows us to gain access to your store. You have full access. We just have a collaboration access, which basically gives us limited access to your store. Certain areas can't see any personal information or anything like that. Nothing, we can't see any of your Shopify billing or any of your personal information. And that just allows us to be able to build and launch your store and then manage it day to day as well. So what we give you here, guys, are proven methods that do consistently deliver long-term results, both for ourselves to this day. To give you an example, in 2019, when we launched our own brand, Winston Creations, which you can go and check out right now, winstoncreations.com. I will in fact just pull that up. Go winstoncreations.com, guys. Hopefully you can see this on the screen there. Yes, you can. This is our brand right now, winstoncreations.com. You can see some of our new Christmas prints. You'll have all these products in your store as well. We still run this brand to this day, guys. And in the first year when we launched, back in 2019, we actually grew. We actually launched the end of 2019, so our first effective year was 2020, really. We went from 0 to over 5k in sales in just the first 3 months, and then we actually went on to do over 46,000. It's over $60,000 US dollars in sales in just the first 12 months, using this exact method that we are basically giving you with this Shopify launch program. Okay, it is the exact same method of growth that we are using to grow these stores right now with our clients. Okay, so a couple of FAQs before we get into today's stream, guys. This is what people generally do ask me. These are real questions that when I basically book calls with people and people have a chat with me, or they come into my Slack, things like that. These are the actual questions people do ask, guys. So what does it cost to actually buy into this program? So the program is called the Shopify Launch Accelerator, as you can see there. If you go to our website, just look for the Shopify Launch Accelerator. It's very easy to find. Just go to the menu. It's literally the top option. It is our best program. It's £395 a month, or you can pay annually. And like I said, we do supply all the products 100% for free. That includes all the voucher products, all normal order products as well, everything for free until you make over £1,000 a month. And after that, we just charge 39.5% of any additional revenue you make over £1,000 monthly. And for that, we continue to supply everything for free. Okay, so give you an idea of how that works. If you make £2,000 per month, you are effectively just paying $395 per month plus 39.5% of any additional revenue. So you pay 39.5% of the additional £1,000 monthly that you were making, because you're making £2,000 per month. Your cost is effectively $395 per month plus 39.5%, which is an additional $395 per month. So as you can see, it is always 39.5%, which if you want to calculate how much profit that you can make with this program, well, we've actually broken everything down for you here. So as you can see, the Shopify launch fee itself is always 39.5%. Then you have your Shopify subscription fees and commissions, which come out to roughly around about 15%. That is on the high end of things. At the end of the day, Shopify fees are only 2% plus your transaction costs. And your Shopify subscription, like I said, for the first 3 months is only $1 a month anyway. After that, I think it's like $29 a month or $39 a month. It is very, very reasonable, the Shopify cost, right? So you then have your marketing cost, which is 0%, because this is a no paid ad system. We use influencers to grow your store, to drive organic traffic. We never use any paid ads or even try to set up anything that uses paid ads whatsoever, because at the end of the day, we want you to be able to grow organically with this system. Then you have your product cost, 0% as well, because like I said, we are supplying all the products for free. You are just paying this fixed monthly cost to get all of these products included for free. Then you have your shipping label costs. Now this again I've quoted this on the higher end. Your shipping label cost will never be more than 25% of your revenue. The maximum cost will effectively be 25% for a shipping label. I know that because I know how much the shipping label costs per any type of order that would effectively come into your store, and the shipping labor cost is more like 20% than 25%. So when I've calculated this net profit, this is taking a worst case scenario because I wanted to be as realistic with you guys as possible. So your net profit in a worst case scenario is 20.5% at £1,000 a month revenue sales. You're completely profitable. At that point, you're making over £200 per month, which is like $350 per month or something like that. And your brand ambassadors will be essentially funding your growth, promoting your brand to the audience for free, because the way the system works is we actually get them to pay you to promote your store, right? So I'll tell you a little bit more about that, how it works, in just a sec. So how do we get traffic without spending money on ads? This is a big question people ask me. A lot of people do Shopify, fail with Shopify because they don't know how to get traffic, or they use paid ads and they fail with Shopify because they spend more money on ads than they can possibly make in sales. Some people actually spend a ton of money on ads and actually make no sales. That's actually more common than you think. Some people do spend money on ads and get some sales, but there's just not enough profit in dropshipping for them when they're doing low ticket dropshipping to actually make any profit, right? So this is the thing with Shopify, is if you've tried this before, you probably already know this. If you don't, you should know this. Shopify is the hardest platform for you to start on, right? If you're looking to do this yourself and you don't know how to generate traffic, then you shouldn't start on Shopify, because it's just going to be near impossible for you to grow or scale, right? If you are doing this yourself and you're not getting help from ourselves, like I said, we've been doing this for more than 20 years, right? So we're pretty knowledgeable about this stuff at this point. If you're doing it yourself, you need to start on a marketplace, because marketplaces, they already have customers, and all you really need to do, very, very simple, is you just add listings, products to these marketplaces, and you use their ad programs, essentially, because you need to use ad programs on marketplaces now to get traffic, and you will get sales very, very simply, because they already have a customer base. You know, there's already a customer base on Amazon. There's already millions and millions of people that go to Amazon every day, millions and millions of people go to eBay, same with Etsy, same with TikTok Shop. So if you just put product on those platforms, you will generate sales. The problem is there is tons and tons of competition, and you end up just being completely priced out with dropshipping on marketplaces. So realistically, dropshipping on marketplaces is not the best platform to be on. It's a great platform if you are making and selling everything yourself, because you've got much reduced cost, which you can in fact do, because we're franchising all of our digital assets to you. So you can buy yourself a printer and buy yourself a mug press and buy yourself a t-shirt press, and you can make the products yourself, which then gives you access to all of these platforms and still be able to be profitable, because as you probably know, these platforms do charge high fees, and when you have to use their ad programs as well, that just increases your fees even further as well. So realistically, in order to be successful on a marketplace, you need to add tons and tons of product to get visibility on there. You need to use the ad platforms. They're going to take a big chunk of your revenue in fees, and you need to have very, very low costs. You're not going to get that from dropshipping. You're only going to get that from being able to franchise a system like this, where you can actually produce and ship all of the orders yourself. So, like I said, Shopify is the hardest platform to generate sales on. Don't recommend it if you're completely new. Don't recommend it if you're trying to do this yourself, because in all honesty, I can almost guarantee that you probably will fail, right? Okay, so in hindsight to that, we've actually made over 3 million dropshipping sales through Shopify, and using this exact method every single time. We use the same method to build and grow Shopify stores. We use these methods right now to drive traffic for our client stores that we launch for them using this program. So, and we also stream it live on YouTube every single day, right? So it's kind of like we do that to prove that what we do works, because if it didn't work, I wouldn't have 40,000 orders per year to stream. I can't really put it any simpler than that, really. So, by the way, if you are trying to do this yourself, which personally I don't recommend that you start with Shopify, but if you don't have the budget for a program like this, which I totally get, I have actually just written a complete organic marketing strategy guide, which you can get access to for free. You can find the link for it right here. If you want to go and check that out, feel free. It does give you the complete strategy, including all the templates that we use for collaborator outreach. It's how to basically implement this system, right? But like I said, if you are new, I don't recommend you starting with Shopify, because the problem you're going to have is you're not going to know how to drive traffic. You're not going to be willing. If you haven't got the budget, because you're doing this for free, you're not going to be able to do the organic marketing, because you're not going to have the budget to be able to exchange free product to influencers to make that work anyway, right? So you're kind of stuck in this way. This is why this program provides so much value, because we give you a fixed cost way to be able to grow and scale every single month with compound growth without you having to worry about your product cost, and in a way where you're actually able to make profit every single month from your store, which effectively eats into your enrollment cost, to the point that once you reach £750 per month in revenue, that is the point at where your store is effectively paying for itself. Covers all the fees, all the shipping label costs, is covering all the product, which is obviously because you're paying that fixed $395 per month enrollment fee. At £750 per month, guys, which is not a big number to get to. Many of our clients get to that number. That's the point at which your store is effectively covering all of itself, right? So you're effectively then in the program with your customers and your brand reps covering all of that enrollment cost and Shopify fees, shipping label costs, all covered for you. Okay, so a lot of people then ask me, what sort of products do we sell? Well, if you go to winstercreations.com, you can in fact just browse the entire product range. So you'll have this entire product range in your store, so go and check it out there. But just to let you know, you can see it on screen. It does include things like mugs, cups, prints, wax melts, which are super popular, tons of wall art, loads of stickers, some weight loss products, journals, trackers, things like that. So if you want to see the type of products, stick around for the stream. We're going to be making a ton of products today, or you can go back and watch any of our previous live streams. These are the exact same products that you see us making live every single day. These are the products that are going to be in your store. It's not as if we give you like some kind of like different or separate product range. We'll give you the exact product range that we give to all of our clients, and that product range consists of the same products that you see us making live on these streams every day. These are real orders for real stores that are selling these products right now. There's absolutely no reason why you will not also be able to now be included in that once we set up and launch your store. So in terms of who owns the store, you do. Your Shopify account, your brand. How do you provide access? I mentioned that just a moment ago. It's collaborator access. This is an access that basically Shopify partners can request to stores to help basically develop stores. We are a registered Shopify partner, so after you enroll in the program, we'll send you to our onboarding form, and through there we basically guide you how to give collaborator access to your Shopify store. You have full control over that. You have full control over permissions. You have your own separate login. We have a separate login. We can both be logged in at the same time, and you can see everything that we're doing inside of your store. So what happens if you decide to take over? I've mentioned a few times that we will help you scale your store for as long as you want until you're ready to take over. But what actually does happen when you take over? So I'll explain exactly what that happens now. So when you're ready to effectively take over and you think, right, okay, I'm comfortable now, I can run this from here, you'll actually no longer need to pay us any fees at all, right? So you don't pay us any enrollment costs of $395 a month or the $4K per year. You don't need to pay any of that when you choose to run your store however you like, because at some point you're going to want to go, right, I know how to run this now, because you're going to be learning everything that we do, and you just want to take your store in a different direction. So you want free reign, right? So at that point, once we hand the store over to you, you'll be completely able to add products from other suppliers, so you're not just exclusively selling our products, and then you can sell other supplier products to expand your product range alongside ours as soon as we hand over the store to you. Okay, we'll actually set you up on the Shopify collective marketplace, which is basically a supplier directory which allows you to automatically import products from other suppliers very easily to your Shopify store. Most importantly though, when you take over, all of your brand ambassadors, so these are all of the individuals that we have basically attracted to come and or enticed to come and promote your brand with the gifted voucher offer every month. These brand ambassadors are still going to be on your team, right? They're still going to be there, so they're still going to be continuing to promote your store to their audiences every single month. if you decide that you want to continue working with them. And by that, all that really means is that if you continue to run your brand rep program and continue to gift them products every single month, they will continue to promote you every single month. And this is why your brand ambassador program is your effective marketing spend every single month, because the cost of the free product that you are supplying to these individuals to create content and promote your store to their audience every single month, and in that as well, because we add new products every single week and you get instant access to these products, they're automatically added to your store through our live catalog sync, they've always got a reason to come back and buy new products. Like I said, we update the store with seasonal trends, and they'll always have a reason to come back, because at the end of the day, you know, autumn comes and then they buy autumn products. Christmas is coming now, people starting to buy Christmas products. After Christmas is over, you'll have January, people will start to buy weight loss products. And then after January, you have February, people start to buy Valentine's products. We have products that cover all of these product ranges. We always give your brand ambassadors and your customers a reason to come back continuously. So they're always creating new content with new products, which just gives you effectively unlimited UGC, which is user generated content, if you're not familiar with that term. And this really just, really does help push things forward for your store. So if you do want to continue selling or gifting our products, and you take over the store and you're not paying us a monthly fee for all that free product, then you can just pay our wholesale price, which is our unit cost. You can go and check out our catalog right now. That you go to the tools and resources at the top on our website. You can find our dropship catalog. You can look at the unit cost. It's right there for you to see. You can just pay that on a pay-as-you-go basis. So however you set up your brand program at that point, and what I mean by that is you can choose the voucher size. At the end of the day, when you're in this program, we want to maximize the amount of engagement that you can get. So we do that with a very strong offer, which is a £50 voucher, like I said, which we supply that product completely for free. But once you take over your store, you can run it however you like, and that means changing the terms of your brand ambassador program to fit your marketing budget effectively. You're not wasting any money on ads, you're just putting it into that marketing spend, which is effectively funding your brand ambassador program, because that is what is driving growth for your store. That is how your store is growing organically month after month. It is through this brand ambassador program. So the next thing people ask me is, well, you do everything, I get that, but what do I do, right? So people think, well, it sounds like I won't have anything to do once I come on board. So you will in fact have things to do, right? We give you two things to do. These are super important. Very, very quickly, I'll go over these. Number one is we have you send invites with templates that we give you. These are templates that we use right now, still to this day, to send out to people via DMs on Instagram, on TikTok, and other social media platforms, wherever your brand is set up. You decide that. You send these DMs using our templates, inviting individuals with the £50 collaboration offer to come and join your brand rep program, and in that they can order free product, which we will then ship to them at no cost to you. They create content, they share that content with their audience, providing a recommendation for your brand, drive traffic to your social, drive traffic to your store. That is how you drive organic traffic. So we have you send these invites every single day. You can send as many DMs as you want. Like I said earlier on, the £50 vouchers, they're unlimited, right? We don't put any cap or restriction on that at all. So you can literally grow as slowly or as fast as you want. The more invites you send, the more of a response you're going to get. You're going to get more people into your program. You're going to grow faster. Okay. So not only do we have you send invites and DMs with that voucher, we also have you post daily on social media as well, and we give you the content for that as well. Because in the beginning, when we just first launch your store, the only content that you're going to have is essentially the existing content that's in your store. So that's going to be product images and things like that. What you need to do with that is you need to fill your grid on your social profiles, whether that's TikTok or Instagram or any other social media platform that you set up your brand on. You need to fill that grid with content so that when people respond to your DMs about collaborating, they go to your social profile and actually see that you look legit and you look active, you're getting likes and engagements on your content. Because there's nothing worse than trying to collaborate with people and then they go to your social media and your social media is empty. That just kills the collaboration straight away, right? So you need to look active and legit. You do that initially with the content in your store, which we show you how to download very easily. You can create all your captions with ChatGPT for free. And as you then start to work with brand reps and they start creating content, what happens then is that they will then basically start sharing that content with their audience, and then you can repurpose that content on your own social media. So you start off by posting content on your social media daily, which is just plain product images from your website. Once you start getting UGC content from your brand reps, you start republishing that to your stories, to your grid, to your highlights. And what that does, that content then gets real engagements and shares and likes, because that content at the end of the day is brand new. Nobody's seen that content before. It's being made exclusively for you. So you can then use that content to help you grow your own audience on social media as well. So as long as you can send DMs on social media, guys, which anyone can, and you know how to post on social media, then you can absolutely do this program and it will work for you, right? So how do we guarantee this works, right? So pretty much, if you just do the things that we tell you to do, which are these two things here, send invites and DMs, post daily on your social media, and you do it in the way that we tell you to do, and you do that consistently, your store will grow organically month after month after month after month, okay? There is no ifs or buts about it, guys. Every single store that we do this with, the people who do those tasks, and they do those tasks consistently, grow the most, okay? Very simple fact, guys, is that if you collaborate with people on social media that have audiences, and those audiences are interested in the type of products you sell, we sell home decor products, if those individuals create content and share your products with their audience, then you will get organic growth, okay? Because they are providing recommendations of your brand to an audience which already trusts and follows and likes that person. So people are going to be very likely to follow that recommendation, to go and check you out, browse your store, find stuff they want to buy, right? So very simple. You invite people to collaborate with your brand. You do that with the £50 influencer offer, which we give you. We supply all those products for free. They basically create content, they share that with their audience, drives organic traffic to your store. This is a recurring system because they get a new £50 voucher every single month. In fact, it's the 1st of October tomorrow. The 1st is when the new monthly vouchers go out. So tomorrow, all of our client stores will get new vouchers, and they'll see a massive influx of orders when the new vouchers go out. So what happens is that they receive those products, they create content, share it. That means you get unlimited free content to reshare, and this helps grow all of your social media channels, right? Because at the end of the day, to grow on social media, you need amazing content, right? You need unique, amazing content. You're never going to be able to produce that content yourself in any meaningful volume. Take up way too much of your time. You're better off focusing on other things to grow your store. You need to work with other people to help you grow your store, okay? And the only way to do this is to get other people to create that content for you, and this is exactly the system that we help you set up with this Shopify launch program. So just want to finish on this, guys. Why does this work so well? People do actually ask me this, basically, why does this work? And people don't really understand why this works and why this has worked so well, both for ourselves and for our clients right now who are actually using this system. So the reason why this works is because when you collaborate with other people, you're collaborating with people who already have an audience, right? So they already have an audience. So if you collaborate with multiples of these people, like hundreds and hundreds of these people, you're able to reach effectively millions and millions of people through these collaborations, okay? It would be absolutely impossible for you to get access to this number of people by yourself, okay? Because you have no way of growing an audience, millions and millions of people, by creating content yourself, okay? But you can reach millions of people by leveraging the audiences of people that you collaborate with, simply by exchanging free product for promotion. That is how influencer marketing works. Some of the biggest brands in the world know this, and they use influencers every single day to help them promote their brands as well, guys. So there is no reason why you should be any different just because you're a small brand. It is the most effective way right now to advertise and grow your business, is by working with influencers, because you can tap into very large audiences when you start working with a large number of people. You don't have to work with people with huge audiences, and in fact I don't recommend that you do, because just working with one individual with say 5 million followers, yes, they do have a big following, but that is if you're just working with one individual, that is a big risk, because at the end of the day, if you rely on just one individual to promote and advertise your products, then that's really no different to just working with paid ads, because if anything happens to that collaboration, you could effectively lose all of your promotion, all of your traffic, and then you haven't got a business anymore until you find another collaboration. This is why we have you work with micro influencers, but we have you work with a lot of them. Like over the months, as the months go by, you'll get more and more people into your brand ambassador program, and the number of influencers that you'll be working with will effectively grow and compound every month, to the point, I'll give you an example. Right now, with our own brand, Winston Creations, we work with something like we're currently working with over 570 individuals right now that basically work to promote our brand every single month. Just that is the sort of volumes that you need to get to, guys. So the other reason it works as well is obviously because these, like I said, these individuals, they have a following, they obviously have a connection with their audience, otherwise you wouldn't be following that individual. Just think of the people that you follow on social media right now. Why do you follow those individuals? You follow those individuals because you like the content that they post, and that even includes, like, some of the people you're following on Instagram, they're probably doing brand deals as well and getting free products from various brands, and you know, you're not unfollowing them because they're sharing content. You're actually seeing those ads, okay? And some of you are probably clicking through those ads, and some of you are probably buying those exact products. All you are literally doing is you are replicating that system with this program for your own brand to help you grow, okay? And the reason why that works is because when they share with their audience and they're endorsing products, that feels more genuine than compared to a cold paid ad. So if you don't know what cold ads are effectively basically a situation where you go to Google ads, or Facebook ads, TikTok ads, which is what most people do with dropshipping and totally get this wrong. They go and set up cold ads and they try and sell their product to a cold audience. And what a cold audience is, someone who's never seen your ad before, someone who's never even seen your brand before, never seen your store, and you're expecting that person to come from a cold ad, land on your store, convert and buy, okay? Some people do, but the conversion rate is not high enough and the cost per click is too high to make that work unless you are selling products with very high profit margins or high ticket dropshipping. And when I say high ticket, I mean products in the $200-300 range. You're only going to get paid ads to work if you're selling those type of products, because the cost of your ads is just going to completely eat into any possible margins you can make. You will always lose money with low ticket dropshipping. It just doesn't work with paid ads whatsoever, guys. Okay, so right, it is time for me to get into today's stream, guys. It is a busy day. I've got a lot of orders to do, but like I said, I just want to leave you with this, guys. Don't be fooled. What I've just shown you there, it's not a course, right? We don't sell courses at all. We actually help you build and scale a Shopify dropshipping store. This is not a course. This is not a, you know, set it and forget it thing. We actively work in the store, doing everything for you day to day, and tell you exactly what we're doing, provide weekly updates, and effectively what we will do is when you come and work with us, together we're going to help you build your brand. It's going to be a real brand. You're going to have access complete to our franchise system, so you can set up your own from home business if you so wish. All that franchise offer of all the digital licenses, that's included for free. Like I said, guys, that is a $2,000 per year offer anyway. If you wanted to just get access to that license, that's included for free in this program. We just bundle it in just to provide tons, way more value. So at the end of the day, once you start your store, in the beginning, obviously, we're effectively drop shipping for you, but because you've got that license, if you want to take over, you can then just reduce down to just the license itself and produce and print everything yourself on the license. That way you can just massively increase, you'll double your net profit margins just by doing that, okay? So guys, if you think this is pretty cool, sounds like something that you need help with, hi Shithanth, or is it Shrithanth? Sorry, I can't really say that name properly. Welcome. Yeah, if you think it's something you can help with, guys, go and check it out. If you've just joined, by the way, and you have no idea what I'm talking about, just rewind the stream back to the beginning. It explains the entire Shopify program, how I think we can help you. Right then, guys, it is time for me to crack on with today's orders. It's 20 past 9 already. These streams do run pretty long. We're going to run for probably about 4 to 5 hours per day, roughly, is what we run for. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty long stream, guys, but hope you enjoy this one. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well if you're interested in following along. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to drive traffic and sales with influencer marketing via the Shopify platform. Now, I recorded this video the other day. It had really bad audio. Apologize for that. So I'm going to re-record the video and just go back over it today. So hi, my name is Jason, by the way. To give you a little bit, hopefully the audio is better in today's video, which I've got the microphone in front of me here, and not by the the big fan in my computer, which is causing the audio problems. Anyway, enough about that. Essentially, in today's video, I'm going to share with you the exact method that I've used in order to build and grow and scale Shopify stores to more than £170,000 in sales using completely 100% influencer marketing via the Shopify platform. So completely organic, no paid ads whatsoever. I don't even advocate paid ads. I am 100% organic. Recommend that you do it 100% through influencer marketing. I'm going to show you in this video exactly how you do it. Now, what you see here, I'll bring up the Winster Creation store. Guys, this is the Winster Creation store. If you haven't watched my videos before, you've never heard of us. This is our brand. We launched this brand back in 2020, and from day one we decided that we were not going to use any paid advertising whatsoever. I have spent thousands and thousands of pounds on paid advertising in the past with mixed results, to say the least. So when we decided to launch this brand in 2020 on the Shopify platform, we decided that we were going to do it 100% with influencer marketing. And what we've managed to achieve by doing that is we've managed to achieve sales of over £160,000 in sales. And you can see these are the sales over time, month by month, as you go here. And all you can see all of the figures here, the net sales being £115,000 to date. And we get to the net sales by taking away the discounts that we applied to those orders. And obviously the shipping charges. This is not all of the shipping charges. We do use other couriers outside of the Shopify platform. So the actual total net sales is less than 115,000 there. But in gross sales, we've done 160,000 or just under. And that is in basically 44 months since we launched this brand. And this is the actual store here. You can go to winstercreations.com. You can check it out for yourself. So essentially, I'm now going to explain how we did this, okay, so that you can go away after watching this video and, well, after liking this video and subscribing to the channel, but you can then go and do this for yourself, right? So this is how it's done, okay? So you need to ideally use the Shopify platform, okay? It is, in my opinion, the best platform. It has the most recognized checkout system, one of the fastest checkouts available of any online platform, and it just has the simplest and easiest tools for you to enable us to do this, okay? So what you need to do is you need to ideally launch your store on the Shopify platform. You can work with any supplier that you want. By the way, we are a supplier. You can sell our products if you want. You can just check the links in the description for that. But essentially, you can go off, you can load your store, with any products from any supplier, right? That is, it's not going to matter, okay? That we're able to replicate this. We're able to rebuild these stores with our own products time and time again. And we actually do that as a program in our Shopify Launch Accelerator program. Again, you can check the links in the description for that. So essentially, we're able to do this on a repeat basis over and over and over again with our Launch Accelerator program. And this is why I'm explaining to you exactly how this works, because you will be able to do this as well, regardless of not whether you're selling these products or whether you're selling products from pretty much any supplier. The process is pretty much the same, right? And I'll explain to you how that actually works. So you're going to need a Shopify account, you're going to need a supplier, you're going to need to load that store with products. Now you can make a general store. I recommend when you're just starting out with dropshipping, go for a general store. Do not go for a one product store, because really in order to make a one product store work, you're going to need to use paid advertising, okay? Because you need to run paid ads. It's very, very risky. There is a high probability that you will lose money if you try and do a one product store. Don't do that. Fill your store with a theme. Go for something like home decor or any other general store theme, and populate that store with as many products as you can from the same supplier. And the reason why you want to use the same supplier, because when you're working with influencers, you want to keep your costs down so that you can ship those products to influencers who will then promote your products to their audiences. And you can do that just by working with a single supplier. Okay, so assuming that you've got your store up and running. Now, when you do get your store up and running, just consider a few things that when you're actually doing your Shopify store, okay? Put a little bit of work into it. Come over to this store, have a look at the winstercreations.com store, and just have a look at how professional this is actually set up, okay? And there are a couple of things you can do to make your store professional. One of the first things you need to do is make sure you've got your contact information at the bottom here. My face is slightly in the way, but we've got our contact information at the bottom, and you can also find this on our contact pages. Put your socials in as well. You know, go make sure you're on all the platforms. Make sure you're on Instagram. Make sure you're on TikTok, Facebook, you know, Threads, Pinterest, whatever, right? Put your socials in. Make sure you put all your shop policies in. Now, don't use Shopify's template placeholders, okay? What you can actually do is you can actually come over to this website and you can actually copy our policies word by word if you want. You can just copy these and rewrite them, you know, it's completely fine if you do that. All right, just make sure that you are reading through those policies in full, just so that you are editing the bits which don't make any sense. I see so many brand new Shopify stores where people don't put in the right amount of effort, and what they do is they still have placeholder content, or they may have copied a privacy policy or a terms and conditions policy off someone else's website, and it'll still have the brand name of that other website in it. That is, it's just, people do actually go and read these policies when they're checking you out, especially if you're an unknown store, which, you know, if you're a brand new store, you are. So once you've done that, do your policies, do your socials, make sure you set up your website to a very high standard, okay? Now, in fact, what you can get, this template that we use, which is what we call our launch accelerator template, we actually sell this template. You can buy this template for 97 quid. There's a link again for that in the description down below. This video is not about selling that template, but if you want to launch your store to a very high quality very quickly, then you can do it with this template, okay? We've put hundreds and hundreds of hours into optimizing and designing this template, and we can offer to you guys for a real super low price. Anyway, enough about that. Coming over to your socials, right? Now, we've obviously grown this. We did have at one time over 18,000 followers. We've dropped down in the last couple of months to 17.7, but guys, these are real organic followers, okay? These are not paid followers, you know, whatsoever. If you look at the content that we post on our page, it gets likes, it gets engagement. These are real followers, okay? So what we have essentially done with influencer marketing is we have built a brand rep program, okay? And if you don't know what a brand rep program is, it's essentially this. I'll take you over to our application page, and then I'll explain to you how you actually go about setting one of these up. So what you see here, this is our become a brand rep page, okay? Where anyone as a social media influencer can sign up to work with us for free, and they can get free gifted product from us that we'll ship to them for free, and they will then share that with their audience, and they'll get a kickback, commission on sales as they do that. So what we offer, and I recommend that you offer something similar to this in your brand rep program, is this is what we offer as the benefits of joining. So our reps currently get a £20 gift voucher on a monthly recurring basis, okay? But they also get a welcome voucher, okay? Now, the difference between those two vouchers is pretty simple. So when they join the program, we first issue them with a welcome voucher. And what that welcome voucher does is it allows them to order £20 worth of free product from our store that we will ship to them, and then they will create content that we can repost on our socials, which we do all of the time. It's a great way of getting pretty amazing user-generated content, is to do it through your brand reps. This is why it works well to build up a team of brand ambassadors who are essentially promoting your brand on a monthly basis. Now, the welcome voucher allows them to pick and choose whichever products that they want to order from your store, And the reason why we allow them to pick and choose the products that they want to order is because they are much more likely to want to promote those products to their audiences if they get to pick them. Now, I see other brands often working with influencers, but what they tend to do is that the brand will select what products they want to send the influencer. And the problem is that the influencer almost feels forced. Now, unless you're paying that influencer a fixed fee for that promotion, then they're going to be less likely to actually want to create content for the products they're receiving. And we see this all the time with influencers. You will work with influencers who you will send free product to, and they'll go radio silence, right? They won't even post any content for you. But there are ways around it. Now, one of the ways around doing this is to implement some sort of friction with people who join your program. Now, we do offer a free welcome voucher, and we offer free monthly recurring vouchers as well. But how we add friction to sort of filter out those who are not really interested in working with us is we actually make them pay a delivery fee. Okay. Now, I highly recommend that you do this as well. There's two things you can really do. What we do is we make them pay a £5 delivery fee. It actually says here in the T's and C's there. Okay. So there's a flat rate delivery charge of £5 per order. So when they use their voucher, they have to pay a £5 delivery charge to get that £20 of free value. Okay. However, if they choose to spend £5 above their free voucher, so they get essentially £5 worth of extra stuff, then we make delivery free because they're spending £5 anyway. But what this single thing does is it prevents the amount of what we call influencer fraud, if you like. And these are people, and there are tons and tons of people out there that do this with brands because they know that thousands and thousands of brands now are going down this route of working with influencers. And Shopify have actually made it extremely easy to do, but you've got to be really kind of careful on how you do this because you will get people who just will take the piss out of you, right? And the way you can prevent this is to implement a charge of some sort, because people who are truly just trying to get free stuff will not want to pay anything whatsoever. So you can eliminate about 90% of the people who will basically just be after free stuff by implementing some sort of minimum spend or minimum charge that into your program, so that when they are using their gift vouchers, they are actually spending money. And it gives you a little bit of money as well to contribute towards the cost of the items or the actual shipping as well. And that's what it should be going towards. It should be going towards essentially covering your shipping expenses. Now, the reason why we put this on with our vouchers is to eliminate those people who just want free stuff, because we don't want to work with those people. Okay, they're just after free stuff. They're going to work with you one time. They may not even post. Okay, so you need to eliminate these people, and the best way that we have found to do that is to implement a minimum charge. Now, we do that on both the welcome voucher and the recurring gift vouchers as well. Now, but what we also do is that we also implement the way we do the welcome voucher first, and then we issue the gift vouchers the first Friday of every month. Okay, that's when we issue the recurring voucher. However, we don't issue the recurring voucher to people who haven't spent the welcome voucher. Okay, and this is how it works. And then as we issue the monthly gift vouchers every single month, so say we issue a gift voucher now in August, as we have done first Friday in August, that when we issue the gift voucher in September, we will only issue that gift voucher to reps who have placed an order in the last 30 days. And we do this very easily inside of Shopify with something called customer segments. And within customer segments, you can set things like have ordered within the last 30 days. Okay, it contains tag rep and things like that. And this is how we actually segment our customers, so that we can say, okay, so we'll send out the new vouchers now for September, but we'll only send them, those vouchers will only work for people who have ordered within the last 30 days or people who have just come on board and already used their welcome voucher. And what this does is this acts as filters to gradually filter out the people who do not want to continually work with you long term. Because in an ideal situation, what really should be happening here is that when you onboard these reps into your program, they should be ordering from you at least once per month. That is the idea of the vouchers, because what you want these reps to be doing is you want to build a team of people on social media who are promoting your products to their audiences on an ongoing monthly basis. Okay, and the idea is they promote, they then send customers to your store. Those customers trust the rep because obviously they follow them, and they will purchase products from your store and they'll get a kickback through commission, right? So they'll see the sales coming in, they'll see the commissions coming in, and then they'll just keep ordering with their vouchers every single month. And that is effectively what I would call your ad spend. Okay, that is how you should set up your brand rep program. It's exactly how we set up this brand rep program here. Now you can come over to this page. On this page, just go to winstercreations.com, scroll right to the bottom, click on become a brand ambassador, and you will see exactly how we've set that up. Now, moving on, you're probably wondering how you actually go about creating this. You can see it's got a join now button. So this here, guys, is actually something called, this is an app developed by Shopify themselves. Okay, so a couple of years ago, Shopify bought out a company, I can't remember the name of it now, but basically this app is called Shopify Collabs, right? And it's actually got a pretty shitty rating in the App Store. You can see it's got a 2.9 rating here. But this is the app that you want to install. And what this app allows you to do, this app allows you to reach out to influencers directly within Shopify Collabs. You can see the screenshots for it here. And you can effectively search for people based on various filters, audience sizes. You can set a minimum audience size, maximum audience size. You can set a location, and so on. And it allows you to search using keywords. So if you sell things like weight loss products, which we do in fact, you can use keywords like weight loss inside of Shopify Collabs to actually filter out the accounts, and then you can reach out to those people. Now let me give you a tip about actually choosing who to reach out to, because in the beginning, when you're a brand new store, you're going to be super small, right? So no good you trying to reach out to people with 100,000 followers, for example. They're probably not going to be interested. They're probably getting better brand deals already via people already sending them DMs directly. Okay, you know, big companies much larger than you are probably offering them something better than £20 worth of free products. Now obviously you can customize your brand rep benefits. You can set your program up in any way. It allows you to do that directly in Shopify Collabs. But essentially, when you install the Shopify Collabs app, it allows you to create a brand rep page like so. And you can copy this text off here if you want, and you can set it up in the same way. But this will essentially allow people to join. They sign in with a Shopify Collabs account, which, you know, most people on Shopify Collabs have a Shopify Collabs account, even though it does show you influencers who are not yet part of the Collabs platform, but that is also a great way where you can actually use Collabs to find influencers, and then if they're not part of Collabs, what you can actually do is pull up their account on Instagram or on TikTok directly, and then just send them a DM, invite them to join your program, send them over to your brand rep page, which is what you see here, and then they can apply through the Shopify Collabs app. It'll make them create a Shopify Collabs account. And the reason why you want to do this is because Shopify Handle, not do they allow you to send the direct invites to people and actually send them the welcome gift, you know, immediately when they join your program. But what it also allows you to do, it allows you to automate the process of actually accepting and onboarding these collaborators. But Shopify also takes care of the payment side of things as well. Okay, which makes it super simple to track commissions and actually pay those commissions. And how Shopify actually charge you is they actually charge the commissions to your Shopify bill. So every month, you're already just, every 30 days, they get paid. You're not even thinking about it because it's just coming out to your Shopify bill at the end of the month anyway. So they've made it super simple, not only for you to reach out to collaborators, but also to, you know, manage their commissions, track their sales. It means it's all authentic, it's all genuine. You know, Shopify is a huge brand, right? I think they do over $1 billion a year in sales. And, you know, pretty much everyone knows what Shopify is, what it means, what it stands for. So it's a well-trusted brand and by far the best platform to do this on. Okay, now here's what you need to do. Once you start onboarding collaborators into your program, well, actually, let me go back a minute, because I'm doing this off the top of my head, guys. Okay, so I haven't got any notes. I'm just basically doing this, off the top of my head. So when you set up Shopify collabs, when people click join now here, they will be asked to sign in to their Shopify collabs app. In fact, I will actually do this now, because I have a I have a Google account, so I can sign in here. So this is me applying for the Winster Creations. Actually, I'm already an active bloody collaborator anyway. So what happens is with Shopify collabs, it actually allows you to design an application page. Okay, I wonder if they got a screenshot of it here, so I can't show you myself. No, they haven't. So it allows you to design an application page. I wonder if I can, give me a sec, guys. I wonder if I can actually just pull this up, right? So let me see if I can pull up something for you. I just want to be able to show you actually how we actually set this up. Collabs, give me a sec. Yeah, we want to set up this. So cool. Right, so this is the actual, what we call the questionnaire, right? Which when you set up your collabs app, essentially, they allow you to do create a questionnaire, and these are the questions that we ask. Okay, and I'm going to explain to you why we ask this question. So first of all, we ask them to create a personalized link, okay, because it's much better if the rep has a personalized link, because the default is that it sets to their handle. So if they sign up with their TikTok or sign up with their Instagram, the default personalized link, which they would normally put in their bio or they would share on their stories, would be their handle. Now some people, we find a lot of people actually don't want to use their handle, because sometimes they've got weird handles with full stops in them or underscores. Some people want to use a simpler code. And so what this does, we ask them to create a personalized text link, which means that it's winstercreations.com/whatever they want, okay? And that is what they will share on social media. So this one question alone gives them allows them to create their own personalized link, and this also doubles as a discount code as well, because if you go back to, if you remember what we were showing you here, in our brand rep benefits, we actually give them a 55% off discount code as well, which they can actually share with their audience. So that is the first question that we ask. The second question we ask is, do you follow us on social media? And what we do is you just pop in our two main socials there. So we've got TikTok and we've got Instagram. We put the links in. And this is like a multi-choice where you can select both options. Now, the reason why we ask them, do you follow us on social media? Because what this does is this actually grows your social media account completely organically. Because as people get invited to join your program, and as people apply to join your program, we actually make it a requirement for approval, whether it is or not, doesn't matter, but we actually make it a requirement for approval that they must follow you on social media. And by doing this one thing alone, this will actually grow your social media account completely organically, okay? That you will just get followers every single day, okay? And we have managed to grow our own Winster Creations account over the last 44 months to almost 18,000 followers. Now, not all 18,000 followers, obviously, are reps, but, I would say at least a couple of thousand of those have come from brand rep applications. And what happens as well is not only does it come from brand rep applications, but it also comes from them people who check who they're following. And they see, okay, what's this account, Winster Creations? And you will get other followers from that as well, okay? So I highly recommend creating those two. You only need those two questions in your collabs application page. And the reason is because the first one allows them to create their own unique code, which doubles as a personalized link and a discount code. That allows them to customize it to whatever they want. And the second one, make sure that they follow you on Instagram as well. And also as well, when you are inviting people to join your brand rep program, you should also be following them on social media as well. And the reason why you want to do that is because they are much more likely, people love to get follows. So they're much more likely to want to work with you if you are already following them on social media. So when you do send invites to people out on social media, just make sure that you follow them on their social media as well. And the other reason why you want to do that is because when they actually do post your content, they might not always tag you. They might forget to actually tag your brand. And a lot of people do, but some people do forget. And if you're following them, it just means that their content will come up in your feed, and then you can just grab that content and you can repost it to your own stories, or to your own grid. Or because they're actually posting product content, you can actually download those product images and videos and use that content on your own website, okay, which just improves the product pages on your website. In fact, if we go to the Windsor Creations, if we just go to the Windsor Creations website, and I'll just click on any product, for example, this is a perfect example of all these images here. These are all these images in our best-selling products, right? You can just see all these images are user-generated content. Here you go, guys. This image here, let me give you an example. This image here is the mock-up image that we originally used when we first launched our website. We had this style of mock-up image for all of our wall prints, for example. And through the content that our brand ambassadors have made, the user-generated content that they've made and shared with their audiences, we've managed to obtain all of this user-generated content. And some of these products have multiple images, because what we've done is over time, you can see the original image here. What we do is we set the user-generated content as the main image once we get it. And over time, we have essentially built up a very large catalog of user-generated content like this. And this is different, this is the different images from different people. And this will really help you improve the quality of your product imagery on your website, which just leads to better conversion and more sales. Okay, so highly recommend that you do this. This is how you manage to get user generated content super easy. You can do it through a brand rep program. So essentially, guys, I think that's pretty much everything that you need to know in terms of how to set up a brand rep program. You just download Shopify Collabs, ignore the reviews, right? Shopify Collabs got terrible reviews because nobody knows how to actually do it properly. And the reason is, if you actually read these reviews, a lot of people are they're on about the fraud element that I was telling you about, is where people will just use your brand and not actually promote. They would ghost you, and that does happen. But if you implement what I said about doing the delivery charge, the £5 delivery charge or whatever, just make them spend some sort of money, okay? And that will eliminate about 90% of the fraud that you will get. You will still get some, you can eliminate all of it, but what you will do is, as you filter down the people, because from your welcome voucher to your monthly recurring, they have to spend that every 30 days, you will filter out the people who do not want to work with you long term. And the brand reps that do want to work with you long term, if they're spending a minimum amount in your store every single month, if it's just £5 delivery, then what you'll actually find, like they do in our store, is that every single brand rep that is on board with us now, and we have more than 100, they're all spending £60 per year each whilst enrolled in our brand rep program. Okay, so even though those orders are not profitable for us, we just look at it as ad spend, and that money is much better spent on influencers because they drive targeted traffic, and that traffic converts at a significantly higher rate than any paid ads traffic ever would. Okay, so don't waste your money on paid ads. I'm not an advocate for paid ads whatsoever, especially in a general store setup. Like I said, paid ads works typically well for one product stores if you find the right product and the right audience, but trying to get that match, you're going to have to waste a ton of money before you actually even get that match right. So not the way to start a brand new store. If you're just getting into drop shipping, you should do a general store. And yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. Now, I'm just going to touch on one last thing, which is kind of important. Okay, so what happens is that as you start to get brand reps into your program through Shopify Collabs, okay, you will be able to build an email list of these collabs. Now, what I recommend doing is, as they join your program, is add those people to your email list inside of Shopify, because with Shopify you can send up 10,000 emails per month, free marketing. As you know, after that it's super low cost anyway. But with a brand new store that is doing 100% organic marketing with influencers, all of your email marketing should be targeted at your brand reps, okay, not customers. And the reason what you are trying to do with this is you are trying to get as many people into your brand rep program and as you possibly can, because you want to get that gifted product out to them regardless of how big of an audience they have. They have people they can influence. You have to understand, people follow people that they like, which means that there's a high probability that they will be able to influence those people into making decisions such as buying your products. So all of the email marketing that you do, and we send out 3 emails per week, okay? But all of the emails that we send out, none of those emails go out to customers. They all go out to brand reps. We market to brand reps. We do not market to customers, okay? And the reason why we do this is because by marketing to brand reps, we can keep them in our program for longer. We can keep them ordering every single month, and we can keep them promoting our brand. Because you've got to understand, in the beginning, when you launch a brand new brand on Shopify, Shopify not send you any traffic whatsoever. You launch a brand new brand on Shopify and you have to drive all the traffic yourself, which means that you have to tell people about your store. And the easiest way to do this and the fastest way to do this is to get other people to tell people about your store. And this is why you need to work with influencers, okay? You need to work with people who have sizable audiences who want to work with you, okay? So don't go and try and work with somebody. Don't go and try and work with Kim Kardashian. It's not going to work, right? She's not going to be interested in your £20 voucher. Go and work with, you can work with people with 100 followers, 200 followers, 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers, okay? In fact, I probably recommend trying to work with anyone with around about 1,000 to 15,000 followers for a brand new store. You will probably get a high success rate of about 10%. You'll convert about 10% of the people you invite into actually becoming members who you can then add to your email list, and you can market to them every single week. And what you're actually doing is you're sending them reminders to use the welcome voucher, reminders to tell them that their monthly gift voucher is expiring, okay? Tell them, have you used it yet? Have you spent your voucher yet? Don't forget that your voucher expires at the end of the month. Get them ordering that product, because the number one way that you're going to drive traffic and sales is going to be through their recommendations of your products to their audiences, okay? That's how you're going to get sales. It's how you're going to be able to grow your store. It's how you're going to be able to grow your own social media account organically as well, which in time will then drive additional traffic to your store. But the 99% of your traffic is going to come from influencers, okay? From their audiences, not your audience, okay? Because you're going to be way too small in the beginning. So you have to do it this way. All of your email marketing, make sure you're always marketing to your brand reps, okay? Get them remarketing campaigns. Make sure you just target them 3 times a week. Get them using their vouchers, because the more they use the vouchers, the more product you can get in their hands, the more content they'll create for you, which means you get an unlimited supply of user-generated content, videos, photos, which work well on social media, work brilliantly on things like Pinterest as well. And that's just going to give you an unlimited amount of content that you can repost in your own socials. It's going to help grow your socials faster. But the best part of it is that they will be constantly sharing with their audience. That's why you want to remind them. Don't be scared to send them free product, okay? This is how influencer marketing works. It would be the same if you were spending this money on paid ads as well. The only difference with paid ads is that when you do influencer marketing, you actually own this traffic, okay? Whereas with paid ads, if your account gets shut down, or if you turn off your ads because it's not profitable, which will highly likely be the case, then your store dies. You have no sales whatsoever. But doing it organically with influencer marketing, as people tell other people about your store, those people remember that your store exists. They will follow you on social media, okay? And if your brand reps are reposting it, reminding, advertising is all about just reminding people constantly. It's why you see adverts on the TV. See the same advert every 15 minutes on the TV. All it's doing is just putting that brand in your brain, That is all advertising is doing, and this is why they have to drill it into you every 15 minutes on the TV, right? Is that because you will, next time you go out somewhere, you will remember that brand, and you'll go, oh, I saw an advert for Costa Coffee, and then you go and buy coffee in Costa because it's on your brain, right? That is essentially how advertising works, and it's no different with influencer marketing as well. You need your reps to be sharing your brand and your brand name with their audiences constantly on a monthly basis, okay? And this is how, guys, you grow your Shopify store, okay? This is how you drive traffic and sales with Shopify influencer marketing. Now, before I end this video, I'm just gonna let you know about some services that I offer if you guys are interested in working with me and you do want my help with this. Now, you can set this up exactly as I've explained in this video, but if you want to go into more depth, I offer a one-on-one training program to actually teach you how to do this step by step. It's a 30-day program. We'll work together over video chat like this. I'll set up your brand rep program for you on the Shopify platform, and I will show you step by step exactly how you go about doing this. And I've shared the link for that down below in the description. Failing that, guys, if you don't want to, if you're not interested in my training program, and you are interested in drop shipping and you want to sell our products like these, not these, Wizard Windsor Creation Stores, and you want to sell these products, what we can actually do for you guys is we actually offer a program called the Shopify Launch Accelerator, which is on our website. And this is a program where we will actually build a store for you like this one here, or like this one. If I go to cuppadeco.com, this is a client of ours. And what we do, we build and grow these stores. You can see it's actually using that Launch Accelerator template that I was telling you about that you can get in the link down below. What we do for you with our Launch Accelerator program is we actually essentially do all the work for you. We grow the store to £1,000 in sales, and then we just hand it over to you. So you've got everything in place. You'll have the supplier, which is us. You'll have all the products, over 16,000 products in your store. Store would have done £1,000 in sales. You would have done over 150 orders, and you'll have over 100 brand reps actively promoting your brand to their audiences on social media. You can sign up for that program right now. It's called the Shopify Launch Accelerator, and there is a link for that down below. So there's two ways I can help you there, guys. Number one is you can come on board and you can have a 30-day one-on-one training program with myself, or failing that, if you don't feel comfortable, implementing what you get taught step by step, if you don't think you're quite at that stage yet, and you don't have your own products that you want to sell, you haven't got a supplier that you're already working with, then you can just try our Shopify Launch Accelerator instead, and we can give you absolutely everything you need to give you a store that is already, already has a marketing strategy in place, has over 100 brand reps, already done £1,000 in sales, So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video wrapped up there, guys. Hopefully the audio is better on this one. Hey, if you like the channel, if you like this type of content, if you want to know more about influencer marketing and you want to hear stuff like this, please subscribe to the channel. It does help the videos reach more people, and I'll promise to not make videos with terrible audio quality anymore. Hopefully this one's better. But other than that, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, thumbs up, hit the notification bell as well. People generally say that. I'm new to this, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. But apart from that, guys, I'm going to end the video there, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Anyway, guys, have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. See ya. I'm going to start the stream a little bit different today. I want to share with you some information about our Shopify program, how I think I can help you right now if you have been struggling with dropshipping in the past. If you're trying to get away from your 9 to 5 and you want to set something up that's real, we have something that will really help you achieve this. So guys, what you see right now is our tools and resources page over on our website. Guys, this is completely free for you to access, but here I want to actually point you in the direction of something called our Shopify Launch Accelerator. Now I'm going to pull this up, and I'm just going to explain before we get into today's stream exactly what this is, guys. Right, so what we do effectively with this program is we have now, this is very new, by the way, right? So we have updated this program quite somewhat in the last week or so. And I just want to let you guys know exactly what it is that we can do for you before we get into today's stream, and then we'll obviously just start cracking on with some orders today. So guys, I'm just going to check that you can see this on the screen before I get into it today. So we have a Shopify program, and before I get into this, guys, I just want to tell you a little bit about what exactly that we do if you are new here. So we are effectively we're a drop shipping supplier, right? So we are a drop shipping supply company. We operate in the home decor niche space. We have a catalog of more than 3,000 products, and we effectively help people build Shopify stores that resell these products online through Shopify and other online marketplaces as well, all the big ones that you're familiar with, right? So, but effectively what we do to help people get started with dropshipping is we do this in two ways. So the first way is free, you can do it yourself. The second way is we can do it all for you, and that is what our Shopify Launch Accelerator is all about, okay? It is a way for you to completely franchise as your own brand everything that you see us doing live on these streams every single day. So, and we do that by giving you access to everything that we have, right? So let me explain exactly how this works. We just got my coffee, guys. Thanks very much. So what we do with this Shopify program, guys, is that we build your Shopify store for you, okay? And we fill your store with all of our products, okay? So over 3,000 products. And then we help you scale that store organically with no paid advertising whatsoever, and we do this by building what we call a brand ambassador program for you, okay? This is exactly how we have managed to launch our own Shopify brand, Winster Creations, which I can in fact pull up, which is winstercreations.com, guys. You can go and check it out now. This is our own Shopify brand, guys. And effectively what we allow you to do with our Shopify program is franchise this entire thing, right? Basically everything. You get to license all the artwork, unlimited reseller license, everything, right? But there's more to it than that. So this is our Shopify brand. We launched this back in 2019, guys. And we drive all of our traffic 100% through Instagram, Facebook, all through social media, 100% organically. And we do it through influencers, okay? And the way we do this is we build something called a brand ambassador program, which I will show you exactly kind of what this looks like. So on the Winster Creations website, we have a brand ambassador sign up page, okay? And this explains pretty much everything that they get. And what we will do is we will build this for you for your store. So we'll build your Shopify store for you, okay? We will launch that store with all of our products, like I said, over 3,000 products, and we will build one of these brand ambassador programs for you, okay? And then what we do is we actually help you attract individuals to come and collab with your brand in exchange for a monthly gift voucher, which they can order free product from your store, okay? Which we will fund, okay? We'll cover the cost of that completely. You just pay a fixed monthly fee. And what this does is it helps you collaborate with individuals on social media that have audiences, okay? People who have an audience that you can reach by working with them, by providing them with free products. They'll create content with those products and they'll share those products with their audience, and that will drive traffic not only to your store organically, it'll also drive traffic to your own social media as well. And you'll have content being created for you by these individuals every single month that you can repost on your own social media, and that's going to help you get likes and engagements and shares from that content, because effectively that content is being made for you by other people, and that content is going to be far better than you just standing, you know, plain white background product images on your store. Okay, so the program costs £395 a month, guys, just to let you know that. We prove this works every single day by streaming live on YouTube. If you have watched these streams before, you will see us every single day, every single morning, weekdays, live from 8:15 usually. You will see us printing, packing and shipping orders in real time every single day. And what we are doing, okay, the reason why we are doing these live streams is because we are effectively proving to you guys that the orders are real, because we're here every day for hours on end doing it, right? We do this all day, guys, 7 days a week. And we stream it 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, showing you guys the real orders, the real products that you'll be selling in your store. And the orders that you see us making live on these streams every single morning are the orders from these stores that we help build, okay? This is why we stream live on YouTube every day, to prove to you guys that the system works, okay? To show you that the order volumes are real, and what we do generates over 700 orders per week for these stores. Okay, guys? Typically, over the year, we do about 40,000 orders per year. All right, and we run a very lean operation. It is just myself and Kaylee as well, and we do all this from home, and we allow you to franchise this entire thing, guys, so you could also do this entire thing from home. But there's more to it, guys. There's more to it than that. Now, hopefully, following along so far, right? So let me just explain a little bit more about what you actually get with this program, right? How it's actually really going to help you. So we do this with no paid ads. There's no contracts and no hidden fees, okay? And when I say no paid ads, when most people think about drop shipping, they think about setting up a Shopify store, sometimes a one product store, which honestly I don't really recommend, but they think Shopify store and then they think paid ads, right? They think Meta ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, TikTok ads. But guys, that does not work, okay? This is what you see everyone on YouTube talking about, trying to sell you their course, saying, if you follow my course, this is how I made, 10, 20, 30,000 a month with my one product store, selling some apparently trending product on TikTok, and I run TikTok ads. Guys, all that is quite honestly bullshit, right? That is just complete flipping nonsense, right? And you just don't want to fall for that, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is you're going to waste a ton of money and a ton of time on setting up your store. It's not going to do anything for you. You're going to waste loads of money on ads, and by the end of it, you're just going to think that dropshipping is a scam that doesn't work, okay? That's not what we do here at all. We build complete brands from the ground up, okay? So this is your brand from the ground up, your store, with zero audience, no following whatsoever, no traffic, nothing. And we basically grow you month after month after month after month after month for as long as you want to stay in the program. It's entirely up to you. And you can take over at any point. So I'm going to explain to you now exactly what you get with this program, okay? So guys, here's what you get, right? For £395 a month, okay? No contracts, no hidden fees. You get a fully launched Shopify store with over 2,500 products. It is actually over 3,000 products that you get. And we deliver that store for you in just 7 days, okay? Then, not only do we launch the store for you, so we build and launch it, but after that, we then run the day-to-day operations every single day. So that means not only are we building and launching your store for £395, but we're then running it every single day for you as well, which means that we're taking care of everything. We're the ones keeping your store updated, we're the ones adding new products every week, we're the ones downloading your orders, we're the ones generating your shipping labels, we're the ones handling your marketing. We are doing everything to keep your store running and growing every single month. And we do it by using a proven influencer marketing system that we have developed. Okay, we implemented the system back in 2019. We still use it to this day for our own brand, and we use it for all of the brands that we launch and scale with this Shopify program. Okay, and this attracts brand ambassadors who will essentially pay you to promote your store. Okay, and I'll explain a little bit about exactly how that works in just a sec. So it's a proven organic marketing system, okay, that drives traffic, okay, and will grow your own social media audience without needing any paid advertising whatsoever. This is what we're able to do by working with brand ambassadors, okay? It means you can generate organic traffic without needing paid ads, right? And you do it simply by exchanging free product in exchange for promotion. And you do this every single month, and you build and grow your brand ambassador team as the months go by, okay? And this is how we do it. So when you come into this program and we build your brand ambassador program for you, after launching your store, we will essentially allow you to invite people to collaborate with your brand by offering them, this is the offer, this is how we get people in, right? The offer is a £50 influencer voucher that you can send to as many people as you want, okay, to invite them to come and collab with your brand, and in exchange for those free products, promote you to their audience. And this is a recurring voucher, okay? So we give away these £50 influencer vouchers for as many people as you want to invite, and we tell you how to invite these people. I'll get into that in just a sec. But this is the offer. This is why the offer is so strong. Because at the end of the day, if you present somebody with £50 worth of free stuff every single month, the likeliness is they will want to collaborate with you, and they do collaborate with you, and they will order free product. They'll create content, creating content for you that you can reshare, and then they'll share that content with their audience, recommending your brand, and this is what drives organic traffic, okay? But not only that, not only do you get the £50 vouchers every single month, bear in mind, guys, this is for £395 a month, right? And you can send unlimited £50 vouchers, okay? So this is how we're helping you grow. So not only do you get that, you also get a £20 new customer voucher as well, which is simply an offer for new customers where they can get 20 quid's worth of free stuff from your store to help you build your customer list, because essentially that's what you need to do. Once you start driving organic traffic from these influencers to your store, you need to then convert that traffic into customers, and we do this very easily by just giving away a free £20 voucher, okay? This builds your customer list, okay? And this is how you get customers onto your list, onto your email list, and this is how you can then very easily turn those customers into repeat buyers and continue to drive future organic traffic in the future as your store grows, okay? And just to be absolutely clear on this, in case you guys are wondering or not sure, everything I just mentioned about the £50 influencer vouchers and the £20 new customer vouchers that we allow you to give out to as many people as you want for £395 a month, all of that product that they will order is supplied completely free until you make over £1,000 a month in recurring sales, okay? This is how we help you grow, okay? We want you to grow because we want you to resell our products, okay? So we effectively want you to grow your store and take it as far as you can, because the more product you can sell of ours, that's only going to benefit us in the future. But in the beginning, we know exactly how difficult it is. We've been there, and we know the only way to grow organically is by exchanging free product with individuals who are going to share that product with their audiences. That's what drives organic traffic, okay? So in the beginning, the only way to do it is to exchange free product, and what we've done is we've built a program where effectively you can pay just a fixed monthly fee, and we will supply all of that product completely free of charge, right? Completely free of charge. So that means all the £50 vouchers, all the product that they order, we supply it for free. All the £20 new customer vouchers, we supply that product for free. Even orders that you'll get in your store, just generally, we supply all that for free. So all the revenue your store makes is yours to keep. Okay, minus your Shopify fees, minus your shipping labels, all of that is profit. So what happens is, and this is exactly what happens, is as your store grows month after month after month after month, right, and your store will grow every single month if you do exactly what we show you to do, then every month you will be generating more and more revenue, and that will be eaten into the cost of this program. So where the program costs £395 per month, every single month you'll be chipping away into that. And eventually what happens is you get to the point of about £750 per month in revenue, and that is the point where after your Shopify fees and your shipping label costs, you are then covering the full £395 per month. Effectively, once you get to £750 revenue in your store with this program, at that point, you are effectively funding everything. Okay, you are then completely profitable at that point. Okay, which means you've then got a team of individuals who are ordering free product, which we're continuing to supply free of charge. You've then got a team of individuals who are promoting you every single month, and they're actually funding it for you. Okay, and the reason why they're funding it for you is because how we actually filter out the good individuals from the bad individuals is when they order the £50 worth of free stuff with their voucher, is we apply a delivery fee, what we call a gifted delivery fee. And what this gifted delivery fee does is it makes them pay something. Okay, now in fairness, it's only 10% of the voucher value, but it does filter out those who are serious about working with you compared to those who are just after free stuff. Okay, because if you just give away free stuff completely for free without imposing some sort of delivery fee, then what happens is you'll just get tons of people coming on board and just ordering free stuff, and a lot of those people wouldn't even promote your store. They wouldn't provide any benefit at all. But the system that we've designed means that when you work with these individuals, when you collaborate with people, it generates revenue for your store. Okay, and that revenue that it generates is more than twice the cost, i.e. your Shopify fees and the cost of the shipping label, more than twice the cost, providing you with at least a 50% net margin, which you're keeping on all of the revenue that you're driving, even with these collaborations. Okay, because we're effectively supplying all that product completely free of charge. Right? This is why this program is so amazing to help you grow your store. Okay, now just to be clear, you own the brand, it's your store, you own all the assets from day one, by the way. Okay, you only give us access through what we call a collaborator access, which is basically our separate login so we can build, launch and run the store day to day. And if you're wondering, you don't need any experience whatsoever. If you're completely new to Shopify, you can absolutely benefit from this right now, and you can absolutely do this because we'll be there doing everything pretty much for you, and we'll be guiding you through the entire process. So if that wasn't enough, guys, by the way, there is more to it as well. So like I said at the beginning, you are franchising pretty much exactly what you see us doing live on these streams every single day. And what this means is that not only do you get everything I've just mentioned with this program for £395 a month, but you get more than that as well. On top of that, you also get unlimited access to our complete digital library of more than 1,500 designs. Okay, so we've got a very large catalogue of artwork, and we give you unlimited access to that for the same price. Okay, on top of that, we give you a full digital and physical reseller license with unrestricted resale rights, meaning you get access to our full digital library and you can sell that both online or offline. Okay, in digital or physical form, you can sell any of our artwork on any type of products, meaning that not only are we helping you launch your Shopify store here, but you can actually then begin to set up and start running your own from home business just like we do, but you've got the license to print and resell our designs on any platform, including both online and offline sales. So you get access to a complete digital library. You can turn those products into any products you want. You can sell wall art, you can print your own copies using our artwork, and you can sell those products, guys, anywhere, and you can do it yourself from home. You can buy yourself a printer, you can buy yourself some cardstock, you can start selling prints, you can start buying mugs, you can buy yourself a mug press. You have all the artwork. On top of that, guys, we add new designs every single week. So what you're doing with this license effectively is for £395 per month, you've got us building a Shopify store for you and supplying all of your product completely free of charge, okay, to your customers as we grow your store. But on top of that, what we're actually giving you as well is we're actually giving you a license to then set up your own thing and replicate what we actually do. Okay, and this is approved for all major platforms. Okay, now to qualify for the program, guys, you need an existing Shopify account. If you haven't got one right now and you are a complete newbie and you're just getting started, it's the first time you're doing dropshipping, then very simply go to Shopify right now. I'm not affiliated with Shopify in any way, by the way. Go to Shopify, you can sign up for an account. They'll actually give you 3 months worth of Shopify access for just £1 or $1 per month. And bearing in mind, we are based in the UK. We help you build a UK-based dropshipping store, okay? However, because you get access to the digital library and you can set up your own from home business, you can be anywhere in the world, okay, and start printing our designs, making your own stickers, making your own mugs, making your own t-shirts if you want. You can do anything you want with our artwork, and you can sell that locally as well, on top of the UK based dropshipping store that we are building for you. And the brand that we're helping you build, the reason why that brand sells to UK customers is because we're based in the UK, and as your supplier for dropshipping, okay, this is aside anything you do yourself and run your own thing from home, you can completely do that at the same time in your own country, in your local market, but we're still helping you build a Shopify brand that sells to UK customers, okay, helping you build a brand team that's going to promote you, and this is what we do, right? So to qualify, you need a Shopify account. You can go and create one right now, very, very easily. You can sign up right now, very cheap things, $1 a month for 3 months. Super cheap, guys, right? Basically costs nothing. Then on top of that, you provide access to your store, okay? So after you sign up for this program, okay, we will ask you for access to your store, and what that simply means is that you just provide us with collaborator access, right, which gives us our own login so we can build the store, we can launch it for you, and we do that within 7 days, okay? And we actually allow you to choose your effective launch date. Okay, so when you just pop your email address in there, check availability, you can actually specifically select what day you want to launch your store on. So you can launch 7 days from now, or you can launch a month from now, okay? It's up to you, you can schedule it in. Once you've enrolled in the program, that date is fixed, and we'll guarantee to launch your store on that day, okay? So guys, this is just an example of what we've been able to do with this program. So in 2019, when we launched the Winston Creations brand on Shopify, which is this brand right now, guys, okay? This brand here, you can see all these new products. These are brand new products, guys. We add new products every single week. When we launched this brand on Shopify, we scaled this brand using this exact method that we're going to give you now with this program, okay? And we scaled it to 46,000 Great British pounds, okay, which is like, what's that in US dollars? I don't know what that is. 46,000. That's just under $62,000, guys, in the first 12 months, using this exact method that we're now effectively replicating for you with this program, okay? So that just goes to show what is possible with this program, okay? And that is aside anything that you do yourself with our license, which comes included with the program, which gives you access to all the artwork and an unlimited resale license. You can sell locally in your own market. Okay, so a couple of FAQs, guys, just before we get into it. Now, hopefully you're following along. Yeah, if you are, great. Give the stream a thumbs up, guys. Any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll check out the questions after I've finished up with going through this stuff with you, right? So, a couple of FAQs, guys. What does it cost to buy into this program, right? This is the biggest thing people ask me, right, if they're not clear. So this program, okay, the Shopify Launch Accelerator, which is what we've named it, is £395 per month, guys. The program's been around for 2 years. We've worked with many clients, helped them build their stores. All products are supplied 100% free until you make over £1,000 a month in recurring sales, okay? So you will not pay anything more apart from £395 per month, every single month, until you make over £1,000 a month recurring sales. After that, we will charge 39.5% of any additional revenue you make above £1,000 a month in, okay? And we will continue to supply everything for free then as well, okay? So you never have to pay us anything more. That is all you pay with this program. You get access to everything I've just explained, okay? In terms of how much profit can you make? So to be profitable, obviously you need to cover your costs. Here's what you can expect as a percentage of your revenue, okay? These are the actual figures that we see in stores we do this with now. Once you reach £1,000 a month in sales, okay? So you've got the Shopify Launch Accelerator fee, okay, which is our fee, which is £395 per month. That is £1,000 per sales. That is 39.5% of your revenue. Obviously, simple math, right? Then you've got your Shopify subscription, your fees, and your commissions. That is around 15%. Okay, then you've got your marketing cost, which is zero because we don't use any paid ads whatsoever. The whole thing's done through influencers, and we're supplying all the product for free. So you have zero marketing cost, so that is zero. You have zero product cost because all the products are included for free, so that is also zero. Your shipping label costs, roughly around about £2 Great British pounds per order, comes out to about 20 to 25% of the shipping label cost. I've actually overestimated that there at 25% because it is around about £2 per order, so it's more like 20%. But you know, let's aid on the side of caution to make sure that we're giving you accurate figures here. The net profit, guys, at £1,000 a month is 20.5%, which is in fact higher than the industry average for dropshipping generally. Okay, dropshipping generally is anything between 5 and 15%. With this, guys, you're getting a guaranteed net profit 20.5%. Okay, in fact, as I mentioned a moment ago, your brand ambassadors will be essentially funding your growth and promoting your brand for free once you get past £750 per month. That's the point when everything is covered anyway. Okay, so at £1,000 a month, you're already making £200 to £250 per month in actual real net profit. Okay, so how do we get traffic without spending money on ads, right? Which is, I briefly explained, but let me just explain a little bit more. So Shopify is the hardest platform to generate sales on, right? Much easier for you to go now and set up an eBay store or an Amazon even. Amazon's a little bit complicated, but Etsy even, or even TikTok Shop. And much easier for you to get sales on those platforms than Shopify. And the reason is because those platforms already have a customer base. So all you really need to do when you sell on a marketplace is just spend time listing products on marketplaces, and because these marketplaces effectively charge you either a subscription or a listing fee, they have to give you something in return for that, and what they give you is traffic to your listings, right? So if you've got something people want, you put enough traffic through to it, you will get sales. Very easy to get sales on marketplaces, not really that difficult. The problem is tons and tons and tons and tons of competition, lots of people fighting over the same things, right? So not ideal. Shopify, on the other hand, is you direct and funnel all the traffic into one single store that you own, that every product on that store is your product, okay? So all the traffic comes in is only looking at your products, they can only buy from you, right? But the reason why Shopify is the hardest platform to generate sales on is because even though you pay Shopify a monthly fee, like I said, it is only $1 a month for the first 3 months. After that, I think it's like $25 or $29 a month, Shopify. I think it's $25 if you pay for the year, $29 a month normally. Shopify they're just a platform. They're just giving you the tools, right? The e-commerce store, the ability to transact with customers and, you know, make sales, right? But they're not actually bringing you any traffic. Shopify is not a marketplace, doesn't have their customer base. Shopify's customer base is effectively you guys, people who want to build Shopify stores, right? They make their revenue from you guys paying the monthly Shopify fee. They make their revenue from you installing and using apps because they take a cut of those app fees, and they make their revenue from you guys effectively when you make sales. They take basically a cut of your transactions, but that cut that they take is significantly lower, so 2%, right? That is significantly lower than what you pay to Amazon, eBay, or Etsy. Take Amazon, for example. They take, you know, almost 16% plus VAT, right? So you're up to nearly 20% when you sell on Amazon. eBay, much the same. Etsy, a little bit lower, but pretty much the same. Okay, so Shopify, no traffic, which is why if you haven't got any idea about how to generate traffic, Shopify is probably a bad call for you, because what's going to happen is you're going to set up a Shopify store, you're not going to know how to do traffic, you're going to do the only thing that you know how to do, which is to run paid ads. You're not going to know how to do that properly, that's not going to work for you, you're going to lose a ton of money, you're going to hate dropshipping, and then you're just going to move on to find something else and just completely forget the whole bad experience, right? This is not what we do with this program, okay? This program, we help you build a real brand, doesn't use any paid ads, and we just drive traffic to your store organically by working with influencers who will promote your store to their audience every single month, because these individuals, they have audiences, they have followers, right? And you could work with people with just a few thousand followers to tens of thousands followers, okay? Now in the beginning, we have you work with people who are smaller because they're more likely to work with you. As your brand grows, you can increase the size range of the individuals that you work with. So as you grow on social media, build your own audience, you're more likely to be able to work with bigger people, and you start reaching out to bigger people. So we've made over 3 million dropshipping sales using this exact method, and every time to help our clients drive traffic to stores that we've built and launched for them. This is the method that we use every time. This proves our methods are working, guys. They deliver results every time that we use these methods. Now, by the way, if you want to learn exactly how we get these results, okay, without coming on board in this program, then I have written a complete organic marketing guide, which you can in fact go and check out right now for free. It's the How to Your First 10K with Shopify. It is in the tools and resources section, guys. So if you go to there and you go here, How to Your First 10K with Shopify, this is actually the complete strategy that we use, right? So this is everything you need to know. The strategy is here. This is effectively what we are implementing when you come on board in our Shopify Launch Accelerator program. It is this strategy, this guide. Give the whole guide away for free, guys. There's no secrets in that guide at all, right? I can give you all of that for free, because what you are effectively paying for here with this system, with our Shopify program, is you are paying for all of the free product that we're supplying. You are paying for us to manage and run your store every single day. You're paying for us to build and launch your store. You're paying for us to keep your store updated. You're paying for us to do all the marketing for your store. And you're paying for the knowledge and experience that you are gaining from myself, who will be working directly with you every single day to help you build and scale your store. I have over 20 years with experience doing this, guys. Okay, so what products do we actually sell? So for those of you who don't know, if you haven't watched the streams before, we design and make and supply all of our own products. Okay, so we've got complete control over our own supply chain from start to finish, which is unlike most suppliers in the dropshipping industry. Most suppliers are probably not manufacturing products, they're probably working with a manufacturer and then they're like a distributor in the middle. So it's just adding more middlemen, right? Which is why we can give you such low unit costs on the products that we produce. Okay, so we make and supply all of our own products. You see us doing this live on these streams every single day. We are based in the home decor niche, which means mostly home decor items, but we specialize in items that can be personalized, and you will have in your store, when we launch it, access to all of our best-selling categories, which is acrylics, greeting cards, mugs, cups, prints, wax melts, wall art, stickers. We do labels, get weight loss stuff, charts, journals, trackers, and we even do food planners as well. You can, in fact, go and explore all this stuff. It's the stuff you see us making live on these live streams. You can go to the Winston Creations website and you can explore everything that we have to offer right here on this website if you want to go and check it out, right? Okay, that is all the products that we sell. You are effectively licensing this entire system office. We'll be selling exact same products in your store. You can also create your own products, which you can add to your store, create your own designs, add them into your store, no problem. But we're constantly adding new artwork and new designs to your store for you, okay? So we will launch your store with a very extensive range, over 2,500 products. It is in fact over 3,000 products. And these will be the exact same products that you see us making live on our live streams every single day. And don't forget, the orders that you see us doing live on these streams every single day is orders from these stores, okay? They are orders from stores that we've already helped build and launch. The sales coming in from those stores are the orders that you see us doing every single day, okay? So, who owns the store? You do, as I mentioned. It is your brand, it's your store, it's your Shopify account, okay? We just have a collaborator access, and you will maintain complete access, full control over the store at all time, guys, okay? All times. So, how do you provide access to your store? Very easily. We are a registered Shopify partner, which means that we can request something called collaborator access to any Shopify store, which you can approve or, of course, deny, revoke access. You have full control, right? So once you come on board to the program, we will apply for access to your Shopify store with our own login, and you can then approve that to give us access. That's going to allow us to start building your store and then launch it for you in the next 7 days, okay? So the next question I get asked a lot is what happens if you decide to take over? Okay, so when you're ready, like I said, this program runs, it's monthly recurring, and there's no contract, which means you can stay in the program and continue to get all the benefits month after month after month after month for as long as you want, okay? But you can just decide to take over at any time and take your store in any direction you want to go, okay? And if you decide to take over, you'll no longer need to pay us any fees. It means you no longer pay the $3.95 per month. You get to run the store however you want. You can add products from other suppliers and you can sell them alongside our products as soon as we hand over the reins of your store, okay? Which will be as soon as if you cancel the subscription at the end of your billing period, we'll hand over the store to you, and then you're free to do whatever you want with your store. You can continue to run it, you can sell it, we can help you do that. In fact, we've sold stores. Because at the end of the day, when you're building a Shopify store that generates sales and does that organically, you're actually building a real asset that's actually has real value, okay? When you're doing it all through paid ads, at the end of the day, you're not really providing that much value because the new owner's got to come on board, they've got to pay all the ads. The ads are a risk, they're a liability of the business, whereas organic traffic, having an audience, which is what we help you build, that is a real asset, right? Because that's not going away. You know, there's nothing's causing that to go away, right? Still have all your brand ambassadors. They'll be continuing to promote your store to their audiences every single month if you choose to continue working with them. And by continuing to work with them, that is essentially continuing with the brand ambassador program that we set up, which means you continue to both sell or gift our products. And if you want to do that and you're not paying a monthly fee, then you just simply pay our wholesale price, which is effectively the unit cost of our products on a pay-as-you-go basis, right? So it means you don't pay any monthly fees, but you just pay for whatever you sell or gift to your brand ambassadors. Now, you might be wondering, this is a big question, right? You might be wondering, well, if we do everything as I've been explaining pretty much throughout, which we do, you're probably wondering, well, what exactly do you do, right? So let me explain this, right? So influencer collaborations are absolutely essential for promoting and marketing your store and driving organic traffic, okay? So to guarantee this works, we give you two very simple tasks that we need you to do daily, okay? So the first thing we have you do when you come on board is we have you send invites with these vouchers. Remember I said about the £50 vouchers? You send invites and DMs to potential people who want to collaborate with your brand, and we actually give you the templates. Now I'll show you that, because if you go to how to your first 10k, and I told you this is the exact strategy we use, how to get people to collab with you, right? Here's a few tips, and this is exactly what we give you access to. We give you these templates, which is the exact template that we use right now, so we know it's effective, we know it's working, because we have people using it, and we still use it ourselves to this day. These are the templates that we'll have you use to reach out to people on social media, okay, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, whatever social platforms you want to set your brand up on. You reach out to individuals who are interested in home decor related products, because they're the type of products that we sell, and you reach out using these personalized templates, okay? And then what you do is you send your invites and your DMs every single day, and you will start to get responses from individuals, a number of different types of responses. You get responses, people like, oh, it sounds great, how do I start? In which case, you just send them the link to your application page, they sign up, they claim the voucher, they order their free product, and you know, away they go, right? Very easy. You'll get other people who are more cautious. They'll be like, oh, I don't really know what this involves, can you tell me more information? Absolutely fine. You're going to get that. This is why we've written a template for it, right? So you get this template, send it back. More often than not, this will be like, oh, sounds great, how do I start? In which case, you then just send them this, right? Straight to your application page where you can sign up and claim the voucher. Very easy. So the first thing we have you do every single day, and guys, by the way, the more of this that you do, the faster your store will grow, okay? There is a direct correlation between the more outreach that you do, this is what we call it, it's collaboration outreach, the more outreach that you do and the volume of traffic that you get as a result of that outreach are directly proportional to each other, okay? So the more invites you send, bear in mind that we allow you to send unlimited gift vouchers, so we allow you to work with as many people as you want. The reason why we do that is because we want you to grow as fast as you can, right? That's why we don't put a cap on it. So we allow you to send as many invites and DMs to potential collaborators as you want across social media, using our tried and tested templates. And then we also have you post daily on your social media, okay? And we do, in fact, we give you the content, right? We tell you exactly what to post, okay? And in the beginning, this is how this works. In the beginning, let me tell you first exactly why you post daily on social media. Again, let me go back to the strategy, the how to your first 10K, Shopify. This explains everything. I'll explain exactly why we have you post on social media, right? So you should start posting on social media daily, but the reason why you post is not to drive traffic, okay? People, when they're growing a brand new with Shopify, they post on their social media account with the hope of driving traffic, right? But that is, it's hopeless, right? That is not going to do anything at all, because that content you're posting is not going to reach anyone, right? That's just a fact. So most people launch their stores by posting content on social media with the goal of driving traffic, okay? This is a mistake, because unless you already have an audience, you're not going to generate any minimal traffic from your zero audience, right? So posting daily, what it does is it builds credibility for your brand, okay? And this is especially true when you're reaching out to influencers for collaborations, which is the path that you need to take, okay? So the main purpose of your social media accounts is to show potential collaborators that you are a real brand and to showcase exactly what you sell. So if you think of your Instagram and you think of your grid, okay, when someone lands on your Instagram page, the first thing they see is your grid, okay? That grid should instantly show that collaborator exactly what it is they're going to get if they want to work with you. So when you're reaching out to people with your invites using the templates that we give you, first thing they're going to do, go straight to your social media profile, because it's the easiest click. Because you DM them on Instagram or on TikTok, the easiest click is to click on your profile. Your profile needs to be full and busy for that credibility for your brand, so you don't look empty, a ghost town, tumbleweed going everywhere, right? You need to look credible, right? So what we do in the beginning, until we start working with influencers and they start creating content for you, you focus on every single day posting product images from your store to your Instagram grid. And this demonstrates that you are active and gives collaborators a clear idea of the type of products that you sell, right? So if someone lands on your Instagram, they see exactly the type of products you sell because you're posting images of that. We give you all those images. You can download them from your store directly, very easily. And that way, they will be able to see exactly what they're going to get by collaborating with you, with your offer. So you're effectively saying to them, look, come collaborate with my brand. I think you'll be a good fit. Here's £50 worth of free stuff. They go to your Instagram, they see what you sell. It's easy for them to make a yes or no decision at that point. And this is how we get people to collaborate with your brand, okay? So your full attention in the beginning, okay? Because we're doing everything for you. We're managing the entire day-to-day for you. What this allows you to do is put all of your full attention and focus on these invites and DMs, okay? And posting daily on your social media. Because if you had to run everything else as well, you would spend less time on doing those two things, and those two things are what move the needle forward and grow your store. But most people don't do those two things because they're too preoccupied on doing all the other stupid shit with Shopify, as in changing your fonts and changing your background colors and adding new images and buying themes and installing apps, and all that is nonsense, right? The only two things that you should be focusing on when you launch a new brand is posting daily on social media for credibility, making your brand look active, and DMing people every single day. Do you want to collaborate with my brand? This is my offer. Yes or no, right? That is what you should be focusing all your time and effort on. If you're not focusing time and effort on that, that's why you're not growing, okay? That's why you're not getting anywhere, because you're not doing that. You're too busy faffing around with your store on pointless shit which is not going to do anything, right? So that's what we have you do, those two tasks. Now, I'm going to ask you a question right now. Do those two tasks sound like something that you can do, right? Does it seem like you are capable of being able to copy and paste a template that we give you and send that to people on Instagram right now? Do you think you can do that? I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure anyone can do this. This is why I'm saying you don't need any experience for this at all, right? if you can copy and paste the template and send it to people on social media, you can do this, right? The next thing, can you post daily? Can you download a product image from your store, okay? And can you post that on your social media daily? You can write your captions with ChatGPT if you want, which is free, right? Super simple. That's all you need to do. If you can do those two things, which I'm pretty sure anyone can, then you can grow your store, okay? You can grow your store and this will work for you. So, this comes on to how we actually guarantee this works. So if you do the things that we tell you to do, you send DMs, you invite people to collaborate, and you do it consistently, and you post on your social media every day, so you look legit, your store grows, okay? There's no ifs, there's no buts about it, there's no excuses, no exceptions, no debate here, guys, at all, right? This is what happens. We do this now with our clients right now, we're already doing this. There's no debate. If you do those things, your store grows. If you don't do those things, you don't grow. And this applies to those of you who are trying to grow and you're trying to do this on your own. If you do those things and you set it up in the right way, okay, like we explain in our strategy guide, your store will grow. If you spend time faffing around with your store, installing apps, changing your fonts, changing your background colors, changing your logo, you will not grow, okay? You'll just be paying Shopify every month for no reason, okay? So here's a simple fact for you guys. If you collaborate with individuals who have audiences, who are interested in the type of products that you sell, and those individuals share your products with their audience, organic growth occurs, and that eliminates the need for paid advertising, okay? That, in a nutshell, is exactly what we do. So here's the thing. You invite people to collaborate with your brand, you give them the offer of £50 worth of free products every month, which is a crazy offer. Most people say yes to that. We then supply those products for free, and in return, they share new products every single month, because we add new products every single month. This is a recurring monthly £50 voucher that they get, so they always have a reason to come back. This repeatedly drives organic traffic to your store and provides you with free unlimited content to share. So as I mentioned a moment ago about you posting daily on your social media, you do that up until the point that people start creating content, and then you reshare their content, because that content is miles better than the plain product images you start off with, right? So in the beginning, before you have brand ambassadors creating content for you, which will be the first few weeks, the only content you can post is just product images from your store, right? It's the only thing you start. Everyone starts that way. But what happens is over time, within the first few weeks, as people start to receive their orders, they're going to start creating content for you. That's going to mean you're going to get video content, reels, and you're going to be able to download that content, repost it and reshare it on your own social media, and then that content is what's going to drive the real engagement. You're going to get the likes, the shares. That is how you're going to grow your own audience on social media. Okay, so bear in mind, if someone creates content on Instagram, you can download it, you can repost that on Instagram and on TikTok and on Facebook and on Pinterest, all the other social channels. So you can grow, okay, horizontally with one piece of content that somebody creates on just one channel. You can grow across multiple channels at the same time. And this is how you grow your audience across multiple channels organically with one piece of content from just one brand ambassador. And they do this every single month, okay? Because that's the deal. The £50 voucher, the deal is you create content, promote my store. I can reuse that content everywhere, okay? So the more people you collaborate with, the more growth you'll see. So all of your time and effort, you focus on doing those two things, which is the reach out, the cold outreach with our templates, and posting daily on social media, including then reposting the content that gets made for you by your brand ambassadors. As that team grows, the more growth you will see. Those are the only things you need to focus on. You just pay us the fixed monthly fee. Once you reach £750 a month in sales, everything's covered, right? You are completely profitable from that point onwards, right? Completely profitable. And that's not even a lot of money to get to, guys. It's really not, right? You just need to focus on the outreach, you'll get there. So why does this work so well? So the reason this works so well, okay, if you haven't already figured that out, is that individuals you collaborate with, okay, you can reach a large target audience through these individuals, okay, which it would be impossible for you to get access to their audience without building these collaborations, okay? But on top of that, they already have a connection with their audience, because at the end of the day, if someone's got 5,000 followers, they've obviously built that following by building a connection with that audience. That audience is obviously interested in that individual, they like the type of content that they make, otherwise they wouldn't be following them. So what this means is that when they endorse you, okay, or endorse any brand, it feels more genuine to their audience coming from them than it would coming from you, okay? Which is why these endorsements are far more effective than, say, traditional ads such as paid ads or any content made by brands themselves, which is why when you create content yourself and you post it on social media yourself, that's why it doesn't do anything. It's because people know, well, you're a brand trying to sell stuff. I'm not interested in your content just because you're a brand trying to sell stuff, right? So you have to leverage it through other people in order to reach tens, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people. You have to do it through people who already have a following, so that the connection of the recommendation feels genuine, right? Now, content made by your collaborators featuring your products will get much higher engagement rates. You get way more likes, comments and shares on that content than any form of paid advertising or any content you'll try and make yourself, guys, right? So that, in a nutshell, is exactly why it works, exactly why I can help you. But don't be fooled, guys, this is not a course, okay? This is not me trying to sell you a course. Clearly this is not a course, because at the end of the day, what course gives you everything that I've just explained? We're going to build a real brand, okay? It's going to drive all of its own traffic via social media. It's going to be 100% organic, going to do it with brand reps, and you're not going to need to rely on any paid advertising to make any sales. And during this process, not only will all of that happen, but you will also learn, just by sheerly working with us, exactly how we do it. So if you want to go off and do it again, you'll know the entire process step by step, right? So guys, if you are interested, go and check out the Shopify Launch Accelerator right now. Pop in your email address, check the availability of the program. We do have limited spots because essentially it takes us a week to build these stores. And that is just to get them launched, and then we're managing day to day as well. So we only have limited capacity anyway. So pop your email address in, get yourself enrolled in this program, guys. I truly believe it is the way to help people build dropshipping stores the right way and scale them. On top of that, we're giving you access to a complete franchise system. You are effectively franchising our entire business. You get a full reseller license, access to all our artwork. You can set up your own thing at home. Go and buy yourself a printer, go and buy yourself a mug press, go and buy yourself a t-shirt press, access to all our designs, set up your own thing in your local market as well. And we'll help you build your Shopify brand from the ground up, guys. So it's called the Shopify Launch Accelerator, guys. There will be links on screen throughout today's stream, and go and check it out, guys. I'm pretty sure it can help you. If you're interested, you can reach out to me. If you want to book a call, by the way, guys, you can just click on the book a call link, and you can schedule a call with myself if you want me to basically, if you have any questions or whatever, you can book a call, we can go over it, and and then you can come on board, and we can start building your store for you. Right, it is time to get into today's stream, guys, because we have been going there for a little bit long. Thanks for watching, and time for us to crack on with today's stream. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jason, and in today's video I want to share something with you, something that I've never shared before. So what you see in front of you right now is obviously a Shopify dashboard, and what you see here is the actual dashboard, which shows the sales, the entire sales over time since we launched the Winster Creations, which is our official brand, since we launched this store back in 2020. Now, if you're wondering what this store is, this is this store here. It's the Winster Creations brand. We have over 18,000 followers on Instagram, and effectively what I'm sharing with you in this video is our main primary brand, and I'll explain a little bit more about why I'm sharing this with you a little later on in the video, so you're going to want to stick around. So anyway, what we have over here is a graph which shows the sales over time. Okay, so we launched this store back in the beginning of 2020, and we have built and grown this store completely 100% with zero paid advertising whatsoever. It's been done 100% with social media by working with social media influencers. Okay, the entire growth of this store has been completely organic from day one. We have not used paid ads to generate any traffic whatsoever. And just to share with you guys, since 2020, since we started this store, our total gross sales in this store are just shy of £160,000. Okay, now during that time we've applied discounts on orders, on promotions of 45,000. You can see we've had returns of 1,112, and you can see the net sales there, 113 minus shipping charges there. Now obviously our shipping charges are higher than that because we don't buy all of our shipping labels through Shopify. We also use things like Royal Mail as well. But essentially we do, through this store here that you see here, on average roughly around between 30 and 40,000 pounds per year, completely organically, with all traffic coming from Instagram. Now the traffic comes from both our own Instagram, which has been grown completely organically, but it also comes with the 100 or more influencers that we work with, who essentially collaborate with us and share our products to their own audiences on social media. And that is how we drive traffic. That's how we drive traffic from day one, and that's how we drive traffic still to this day. And we're able to generate, upwards of 40,000 a year in sales. What's that? About maybe 3 to 4,000 pounds per month just through our Shopify store. So I wanted to make this video because I wanted to sort of silence any naysayers who basically, who suggest that what we offer in our Shopify Launch Accelerator programs is nonsense. Well, that there, guys, is living proof that it's not nonsense. You can see the sales figures for yourself, right? So why am I sharing this information? Right, well, I'm sharing this information because I have made a ton of videos on our Shopify Launch Accelerator, okay? And my videos, whether it's YouTube or whether it's me, I don't know, but my videos just do not get many views, right? I'll be lucky to get 20, 30, 40 or even 50 views on a video. And I think that is such a shame for what I am actually offering and providing for those of you who are interested in building your own Shopify store, okay? So this is what we offer, right? So I've shown you exactly what we've managed to do with our own brand. Now let me tell you what we are doing for others, okay? As a result of what we've been able to achieve for ourselves, right? So we offer this program, which is a Shopify Launch Accelerator, okay? And what we do with this program is we build you a brand new store from scratch, just like this. We populate that store with all of our products. So that store will be selling exactly the same products that we sell in this store, okay? And what we do for you is we actually build completely organically in exactly the same way that we've built this store by operating something called a brand ambassador program, which is a brand rep program, right? And essentially all a brand rep program is, it's a tailored program on how you actually work with collaborators, with influencers on Instagram and on TikTok. And this is essentially our brand rep program, and people can apply to join it here, okay? Now through this program alone is how we've managed to generate more than almost £160,000 in sales in 3.5 years, right? Okay, through this program. That's how we've managed to do it for ourselves. So what we do with our Shopify Launch Accelerator program is we build other stores for other people, okay? And what we do is we front those stores with all of our products, okay? And then we supply all of those products completely for free until we get that store to over £1,000 in sales, and then we hand the store back to the client, back to you, okay? And then from there, you can then continue to build upon the brand program that we put in place for you, so the entire marketing that we set up and put in place for you, which is the same marketing that we still use in our own store to this day, you can continue to use that marketing method that we set up for you to scale your own store, whether that's with our products or with you then adding your own product from other suppliers as well. Okay? So that's effectively what we do with our Shopify Launch Accelerator program. If you want more information about this program, there are links down below in the description. I'm going to keep this video super short and sweet because I just wanted to share that. And if you want to learn more information, you can reach out to me directly. There is a link to my free seller community where you can reach out to me anytime, completely free for you to join. That works on the Slack platform. There's a link for that as well in the description down below. But other than that, guys, you can go onto my website, which is what you see in front of you here. You can book a call. You can find out more about the Shopify Launch Accelerator. And if you are looking to get into dropshipping, then we can help you build and scale your dropshipping store using influencer marketing, which is what I'm an expert in doing. I've proven my abilities to be able to do this over the last 3 and a bit years with Shopify platform, and I can help you do it as well. So if you are interested in dropshipping and you want to learn more, head over to my website from the links in the description down below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well, because that's probably why my videos are not reaching many people. And yeah, I'll hopefully look forward to working with some of you guys in the near future. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this video short and sweet, leave it wrapped up there, and I'll be back again in a couple of days with another video. Alright, see ya. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about how much does influencer marketing actually cost. Okay, so influencer marketing has become the #1 way to drive traffic and sales for brands big and small. This is especially true for e-commerce brands who operate stores on Shopify. Okay, and the reason is because it gives you an authentic way to connect with targeted audiences, build brand awareness, and drive sales. Right? Most people, unfortunately, have no idea what influencer marketing really costs. So I'm going to tell you in this video with an actual real-world example. Okay? So many entrepreneurs, many brand owners often ask, I've heard of influencer marketing, but I have no idea what it actually costs. How can I compare it to other forms of marketing like paid advertising or whatever, right? So this is especially new for people who are just coming in, to this game, who are new to Shopify, who are new to dropshipping, who are completely new to influencer marketing. Okay, so I'm going to give you a case study now of a brand that we've been working with the last couple of months. If you are a regular to this channel, if you've watched some of my videos before, you probably would have heard me talk about this brand and how we've been working with them over the last couple of months. So earlier this year, we launched a brand new store for our client, Jonas. Jonas lives in Norway. We're based in the UK. He's currently operating the home decor store, which is called Cuppa Decor. Now, you can go and visit this store yourself. There's a link here, and I'll post these links in the description. This is his store here, and this is the store that we built and launched for him back at the end of March earlier this year. Now, that store runs on the Shopify platform. Now, in the first 127 days, okay, just over 4 months, we actually achieved a total of 165 orders, 100% through influencer marketing. Okay, no paid advertising whatsoever. All of those orders came through influencer marketing using the methods that I'm about to share with you now in this video. Okay, so ultimately, to give you the short answer here, we shipped, almost £2,400 worth of free gifted products to influencers. Okay, and those influencers created content and promoted those products to their audiences. Okay, now this method is a method that we've used time and time again, and it's proven itself to be very effective, very cost efficient, even though it might sound expensive there in the beginning. but it's very cost efficient when compared to paid advertising and the thousands of pounds that you would spend to get those results. Okay, and I'm about to share with you how you can use this same strategy for your brand. Okay, so we're just about now to break down the actual costs of influencer marketing, what you can expect it to cost you, and how you can also leverage influencers to help grow your brand with Shopify as well. So the first thing to understand is that free product gifting, okay, is low cost to you, but has a high impact in terms of the amount of traffic it drives, the quality of the traffic that it drives, and the results that you will get in sales as a result of quality traffic, quality targeted traffic being driven to your store. Okay, so it is one of the most affordable ways to get started with influencer marketing is to utilize free gifted product. That's where most people start. Okay, this is essentially where you send products to influencers in exchange for social media content. Okay, and not only do they provide you with content, but they also share that content with their audiences as well. Okay, so they have audiences. Those audiences are targeted to the type of products that you sell, and when they share products with their audiences, their audience a percentage of their audience will see those products, will see their recommendation, and will go and check out your store and will buy your products if they're interested in your products. Okay, so when we launched Jonas' store early this year, what we did is we simply handed out free £20 gift vouchers to every influencer that effectively aligned with the brand and the type of products that we sold. That was our offer. Okay, these influencers then made content that they promoted with their audiences by choosing the products that they wanted to buy using those vouchers themselves. Okay, this is an important part. It's very important that you let them choose the products that they want to buy, because that gives them more reason to be invested and actually want to create good content with the products that they are choosing. Because if they get to choose the products that they can receive rather than you just sending them what you want to send them, then they are more likely to actually use those products in a real way in their own homes, as is the example with the Cup of Decor store. That is a home decor brand, right? And this process is ultimately what drove all of the traffic completely organically to Jonas' store, and still remains the primary method of traffic growth as his store continues to grow month after month to this day. Now here's 3 reasons exactly why this is so effective. Okay, so the first one is that influencers are trusted by their followers, so this means that their recommendations, when they recommend you, it feels more genuine coming from them than it would coming from you in the form of paid advertising or even from your own socials. Okay, so number 2 is that you'll get in return for the free gifted product that you are providing to them, you're going to get high quality user generated content. Okay, and you can use this content, you can repurpose it, and you can repost this content to your own social media channels. Okay, this is going to help you have high quality content that you can share on social media. You can use this content to also drive organic traffic for free to your store via your own socials. You wouldn't be able to generate this content yourself. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3 is that partnering with the right influencers, okay, as in making sure that their audience is a good fit for the type of products that you sell, okay, this will mean that their audience will already be interested in the type of products that you are selling. Okay, so when they share it, when they share the products with their audience is going to be interested in those products. Okay, if you're a home decor brand and you're selling home decor products and you reach out to an influencer that is, I don't know, camping, something like that, right? Camping and nature. And you send them wall prints as like Jonas sells, then they're probably not going to have an audience that's going to be interested in your products. So on a very basic level, that's pretty much what it means. Is when you reach out to influencers and you ask them to join, you invite them to join in and collaborate with you and, you know, come on board into your brand ambassador program, you want to make sure as much as you possibly can that those influencers are a good fit. Okay, and a dead giveaway for this is usually just look at them, just read the bio. If you just read the influencer's bio, that is a dead giveaway for what the account is about. You can look through the content, see what type of content they post. If you feel that their content that they're posting is a good fit for the type of products that you are selling, then reach out to them, invite them to join your brand rep program and send them some free gifted product, and hopefully they will have an audience who is primed to start buying your products. So now that you know that, what does it actually cost? Okay, so you know that we sent over £2,400 worth of free product to influencers. What does that actually cost? Okay, so what's this going to cost you? So the cost is essentially whatever your product cost is. So if you're drop shipping or you're buying your products wholesale or you're manufacturing your products yourself, that's your product cost. Okay, cost of the product from your supplier or the cost of materials to manufacture your product, plus your shipping fees, the cost of actually sending the gifted order, the free products to the influencer. Okay, that is ultimately your cost. Now, yes, we did give away £2,400 worth of free product, and I can actually prove that we did that. So if I'm going to show you some proof here, guys. We just head over to the Cup of Decor store. So between the 29th of March and the 3rd of August, you can see we generated 165 orders in this store, and it amounted to basically just over £1,010 in sales. The average order value for this store is just £5.68, so it's a lot of orders and, you know, £1,000 in revenue. If we head over to the gifts history, you can actually see that the total gift value is £2,399. So that is 124 vouchers redeemed. These were £20 vouchers. There's no minimum spend, so some people use the full £20 and, you know, paid a little bit extra on top when they wanted to spend a little bit extra, which happens quite often. Or some people, because there's no minimum spend, some people would order £15 worth of products or £16 worth of products, and they wouldn't use the full voucher as well. And that just benefits you when they do that. So essentially, with 124 redemptions, the total gift value, which is the retail value of the products that you're actually selling on the website, was £2,400. Now, those products do not cost us or you £2,400. So that is not the cost. The cost is your product cost, how much it actually costs you to produce those products or buy those products from your supplier, plus the shipping fees. Okay, now there's a little trick of what we do here. So what we did with the Cup of Deco store, and what we do with other brands that we work with as well, is that we charge influencers a flat rate per order shipping fee of £5. Okay, or it can be any other amount. It just needs to be an amount which is kind of at £5. It was 25% of the free gifted voucher. Okay, so you can do it in that way. If you're giving away a £50 voucher, for example, then you might want to make the shipping fee a little bit more. Okay, because you can make that flat order fee relevant to the size of the voucher that they're getting. We like £5. It works well for the programs that we set up. So £5 flat rate shipping fee. That is for for standard delivery. Anytime a gifted voucher is redeemed by an influencer, they have to pay a £5 flat rate standard delivery fee. Okay, or we actually made delivery free if they choose to spend £5 on top of the voucher. So if they use £20 in their voucher and they spend £5 more, then we would actually make delivery free, and that can all be set up inside of your shipping settings with Shopify. Okay, now doing this provides two super important benefits to you and your brand. Okay, so number one is that making influencers pay something, okay, rather than it being completely free, reduces the likelihood of attracting those who just want free product. Okay, and these type of people usually have no intention of ever promoting your brand to their audience. And also as well, these people, and they are out there, okay, so you do have to watch out for them, is that these people will generally be people who only look for brands who are giving away free products, and usually their Instagram accounts will have low engagement, okay, because their audience is really not that interesting. They could have even bought their followers on Fiverr. You can buy thousands of followers on Fiverr. They're all fake and they're all bots. They're going to be completely useless to you, but that is usually a good way of finding them. So if you look at their Instagram account, for example, or their TikTok, and you look at the content that they are generating, if their content is getting low engagement, or their content, every single one of their posts is an ad, is a free gifted product of some sort, then you're probably going to want to stay away from those people. Okay, but simply by making them pay something, you're going to literally get rid of 90% of the people who just want free products. So all the time wasters, 90% of the time wasters you're going to get rid of. Okay, this is the number one way to get rid of time wasters. The second benefit that charging them something provides to you is that the cash you will collect up front is going to offset your own shipping costs. Okay, so when you fulfill these gifted orders to influencers, because you're collecting cash from them up front, you are going to have some money coming in. Rather than setting up a program that is just giving away free product, you've got no money coming in. Okay, that is just a terrible idea. That's a bad way to do it. Okay, make sure you have money coming in. This gives you two main benefits. These are what they are, and this is how I recommend that you set up your program as well. Now I'm going to tell you why you should focus on working with micro influencers. Now, if you don't know what a micro influencer is, a micro influencer is somebody that is not 5 million followers, right? So a micro influencer is somebody with between what we recommend between 1,000 and 15,000 followers. At that level, we would typically call them a micro influencer. Okay, so you have micro influencers, macro, and then you have the high volume influencers, in the millions, right? So you're not going to want to work with these people here, and you're probably not going to want to work with the middle of the road. Certainly not while you're just starting your store. Perhaps later on you can try to reach out to influencers with 50,000 followers, 60,000 followers, 70,000 followers. But in the beginning, I'm going to recommend that you stick to influencers between 1,000 and 15,000 followers, because this is where we have had the best results ourselves. Okay, I'm giving you this information for free. Okay, the reason is why micro influencers work well for new brands is that people with small audiences usually have high engagement rates with their posts, and that's really what you need, because that means that's an engaged audience, and that's what you need. Okay, but also because they're a micro influencer themselves, because they don't have a huge following and you're a brand new brand, they are much more likely to accept your offer when you reach out asking them to collaborate with your store. Okay, so in most cases they will be willing, as in a small influencer, a micro influencer will be willing to collaborate with your brand just in exchange for some free products, okay, which you can give them with your offer. Now, the reason why you also want to work with micro influencers is that because they will accept, they will work with you when you just give them free product, is that this is going to help keep your marketing costs as low as possible. Now remember, your cost is your product cost plus your shipping fees, okay? So if you're giving them a £20 voucher, you might be paying your supplier £10 for those products. Probably not £10, but you might be, right? You should probably be paying less than that, because you know you would want it to be, you want enough margin in your products. So let's say your product cost is £6, right? Plus your shipping fees, £3-4. So all in, you know, your cost might be £10 per order. So by working with people who don't want any upfront payments, or they don't want to be paid per post, like will be the case when you start working with much larger influencers, they like to be paid per post and things like that, paid a monthly fee or a flat fee, things like that. By working with micro influencers, they are likely to pay for the free gifted product, so that allows you to implement that free delivery charge, or have them spend a nominal amount of money just so you are bringing in cash, right? And that brings in money to help you cover your costs somewhat. So if you can bring in £5 for every order, and we've done this, and we've seen orders come in at £5, but we've also seen it where they've gone and spent £15 by themselves on top of their voucher, because they, you know, if you set it up correctly, they think they're getting such a great deal that they're actually willing to spend money on top as well. And all of this offsets your costs, okay? And it helps keep your marketing costs as low as possible when you're just starting out, okay? Which is super, super important for new brands who are trying to keep costs as low as possible, right? So if you target influencers between 1 and 15,000 followers, okay, you will get a significantly higher response rate when you invite them to join your program, okay, your brand ambassador program, okay? So this in itself, for the other reasons I've mentioned as well, is both time efficient and cost efficient, okay, and a really effective way for you to start working with influencers today, okay? And in doing so, this is going to enable you to get a number of influencers on board in your program, keep reaching out to them, get new influencers on board, coming on board every single day, every single week, and start building your team, okay? Because you want to build a team of influencers, okay, what we call ambassadors, who will then go on to promote your brand every single month. And this brings us on to recurring partnerships and actually building your team. So when we launch brands such as Jonas's brand, we actually use a combination of monthly recurring vouchers, so repeated vouchers that we issue every single month, and we actually couple that with affiliate commission as well. And what this does is it helps keep the influencers on board in our program so that they continue promoting our products to their audiences on a regular basis, because that's what you want. You want this ongoing collaboration so that as you onboard new influencers, you've got the old ones continuing to promote and you've got the new ones coming on board promoting as well. So your program over time compounds into growth and you get exponential growth in both traffic and sales as a result, okay? Now these partnerships, these ongoing partnerships, tend to work well when the influencers are motivated by commissions from sales that they generate through sharing things like discount codes and personalized links. Okay, so but it also means for you as a new store, as a brand, it also means that you're only paying these influencers for actual results. So you're only paying them a commission based on the revenue that they're actually driving for your store, which is absolutely the way to go in the beginning. Okay, now very, very, very important, something to consider